Alrighty. Welcome, guys, to the Moonmen TCG. Back at it again after so freaking long.
Yeah, it's been forever.
It's been far too long. I just moved into my new space. Finally got my setup together today. Finished getting everything together. I don't know what excuse Anthony has. Don't listen to it.
Laziness.
Yeah, so bad excuse, but that's okay. 'Cause we're back at it. Just Zay Gaming, yo, can I join?
Y'all ready for that cup? I mean, if he wants to join, go ahead.
Y'all ready for that cup? Where'd you see that?
See what?
Did someone say that?
You said that out loud. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't. I said, yo, can I join? Y'all ready for that cup?
You said just a gaming. Yeah, can I join? So I'm assuming is what he said to you.
Yeah, but he said it in the open chat. I don't know what you mean ready for that cup. I don't know where you came from with that.
That treasure cup.
Yeah, dude. Welcome.
Super
Just
hyped.
say, yeah. Let me see. Actually, maybe I might be able to get him in here as well. I'd be very interested in having another. Check your Discord, Isaiah. See if that works for you, and if so, then sure, you can join us.
For a second there, I was like, "Where's the music?" And I just realized I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not."
Yeah, you're an
Come on,
idiot.
do it.
I'm so
Yeah,
proud of you.
I'm being so stupid. There's a lot of things to talk about. Oh, my name is Steve. What's up, bro?
Howdy, howdy.
It's been so long, guys. I
I
miss
know
streaming.
it's been way too long. For some reason, Twitch chat isn't showing up for me.
I
Y'all
have it on
ready
my
for
phone.
Cup? That's why you said it. Is because Onion said it. Onion, I'm so ready for Cup, bro. And you know why I'm so ready for Cup? Let's talk about this. Because Anthony has finally, through
I
the
don't wanna talk
graces
about
of
it.
God, joined
don't
me on the duck side. So,
I don't wanna
Anthony,
talk.
why don't you tell everyone what you're playing at Treasure Cup?
I don't wanna. I'm playing ducks. I can't avoid it.
Yes.
I can't fight this feeling anymore. You know. Forgot what I started fighting for.
Oh, I'll allow this. Yeah. About time you went balls deep into ducks. I agree.
I mean, I've tried ducks a bunch of times. It just wasn't for me. But I've been playing.
It was always
So
for
what
you.
happened was, I was testing out a million of things. I was like, you know what? I'm trying out a bunch of different decks to see what works, what doesn't work, why. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna settle for Law, and Law is a good deck. And I was like playtesting it. I was not losing. I was doing great with it, and I still think Law's a great choice. And I was like, all right, I'm cool. And then I'm sitting there in the like just chilling. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play for fun. I don't get to actually play for fun enough. So I was like, you know what deck I'll play for fun? Some ducks. And then I just stopped, like, never lost. And I was like, wait, what's going on? I was like,
I'll tell you what's
is
going
this
on.
deck
Ducks are the best deck.
insane? Yeah, I was like, is this nuts? And so I started just kept winning over and over again. I was like, man, shit, it might be ducks. And now I've been practicing more and more, and I'm like, man, I guess it's ducks.
All right.
So that's that story. Taking out ducks for Sanji Rush, keeping the Sunnies though. You're wild. Dog.
Wow, but Karoo.
Yeah, crew, bro. It's not ducks tribal anymore without the
Yeah,
duck.
if you're not running the duck, is it even ducks, dude? Hey, I want to offer promotion on your channel. No. Banned.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Good day, sir.
So yeah, this is what we're taking to Treasure Cup. This is my current duck
Oh, you're
list.
showing it on stream.
I'm
you
showing it
bold
on
boy.
stream. Yeah.
You're bold.
And this is an open invitation to anyone, to all 6 of our current viewers, all 9 of our current viewers across both platforms. Here's my list. What are you gonna do about it,
yeah. Nah, shit, fair.
bitch?
Um,
And I'll even tell you Anthony's. Anthony cuts round
it is
table
different. It is
for
different. Yeah.
a 4th radical beam.
That is my only.
He cuts the
difference.
1 round table for 1 radical beam. To me, I'm really into 1 round table. I won my locals today because I had one round table, but he won his locals today because he had 2 radical beams. So I mean,
Yeah, I had 2 radical beams in my hand. And it like carried me throughout the entire end game. So I was like,
I
whatever.
definitely understand where he's coming from.
Honestly, guys, it's kind of just player preference. Like,
Yeah.
I respect round table. Like, I'm not gonna shit on it. Like, that's stupid. For me personally, what keeps happening when I keep playing round table is it'll sit in my hand because I'll either prioritize pistols or I have other things I need to do, and then they all just kind of start clumping. Like, I have games where I hit like 3 pistols, and it's like I don't want another pistol after that at that
Yeah.
point. So that's my big reason why I don't run it. I respect the card. It's just not for me. And I really like having Radical Beam against a lot of matchups, especially like
Green.
Red Mirror. It's really good. Green, it's okay. Purple, is where it's nuts. Purple is the actual reason why. I like
you
Radical
said
Beam more.
you. I think you said round table when you meant Radical Beam. Now I'm there.
Oh, I meant Radical Beam. Yeah, the
Yeah,
reason
I've been
why
doing
I
that all
love.
day.
Yeah. I've been playing Radical Beam like I love Radical Beam so much in the purple matchup that it carries my ass, and I like hitting it consistently. So
I've been
that's why
strongly considering cutting one Sanji for a 4th beam, because well, Sanji serves as a backup attacker, and I do use his effect. Updated green list literally right as soon as we're done talking about ducks.
Yeah, we can
Kid Leo. That was definitely my plan. So just give me a
we
moment.
can show you our because that was actually a deck I was playing around with too.
Yeah.
And then I found the spice and a deck I really liked.
We'll
and
throw
then
a green list up in a sec.
And then I showed Max, and he was really digging it. So
and now I'm all up in that biz. So it's
Yeah,
it's actually like almost my list. Like it was really close.
yeah, it was a little bit different though.
It was a little different. I've been thinking about cutting one Sanji for Radical Beam because Sanji is mostly here for the 2k counter, and the extra Radical Beam could save you. But I'm not like sold on that yet, because being able to not need to hold one up for this 2k counter is nice, as well as you know, he is a backup attacker. He does have his extra effect. There's going to be nothing as terrifying as seeing a Zoro player drop a duck on me to catch me off guard as a kid player. Zoro players running Yasop/Beckman have been catching me off guard lately and punishing me players for taking too much life. That's a thing, yeah. Yasop and Ben Beckman. That was my whole shtick. That's why I made this deck. That was the original strat. I will say I have, for those of you that haven't known about ducks in a while, if you're on my Patreon, which you should be, you've known about every change I've made to ducks along the way. However,
for one, right?
no, I posted today about the Kamachio.
Okay.
However, I cut Ben Beckman for Shanks very specifically for the blue Doflamingo matchup, because Doflamingo is actually a kind of hard matchup for ducks. And one of the reasons is your Yasops and Ben Beckmans can get bounced or bottom decked so easily. Shanks just is really good into blue. It's also good into green. It's also good. Like, Shanks is just a good card.
Shanks is awesome.
It fills the Ben Beckman slot fine. Like, I think they're equally good for different reasons, but I feel like you need to be using Shanks specifically because of that blue matchup.
I also I was talking to Max about this, about how much I really like Shanks, even outside the blue matchup.
Oh, yeah.
How often the Shanks is what I win is the reason I'm winning.
Yeah.
Like, I can even tell you today, I brought ducks to locals, for my locals today, and I was playing. It was actually a fun match. I'm thinking about it. He was playing Kid. He was like, you know, you're playing Treasure Cup. Let's play some fun. I'm like, you know what? Cool. And he had attacked Basil Hawkins and won beige, and then I swung into it. I swung into the Basil with my Shanks on play. Swung into it, couldn't block it, and immediately cleared it. So it made it so everything else was live, and it's just so good, especially in dream matchups where everything's so low blockers. So I really like Shanks.
Skyrian says I'm on the 2-drop hype for Zoro, but I respect the ducks. So real quick fun fact, 2-drop Zoro lists are actually really good into ducks, specifically the 2-drop variant. Like, I'm fine in a normal mirror, but the 2-drop variant you can struggle with. Because of that, if you are playing as ducks against a Zoro deck, you want to you want to be going second. Because it's fine to go second in a normal Zoro, like it's honestly indifferent. But if you're into the 2-drop variant, going second makes your deck way more likely to succeed. So it's just worth the risk for you. So if you're playing ducks and you're going into Zoro, just go second.
Another thing too is I actually was talking to Max about it. So today I played against Zoro Mirror, which also there's another reason why I don't like Zoro Mirror, but I'll get to that after this. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna test the theory. So my opening hand, after I chose to go second, was duck, beam, jet pistol, and then I think it was like another beam or 2K, or I think a Tom or something like that. And so my turn one, since I was the turn 2 player, my first play was playing 2 ducks, right? And so the obvious play for the red player is that he played Robin, right? So then I pistoled his Robin. It's like, okay, now what do you do? And then the next turn he played Beppo, and then I managed to get another pistol and get rid of that. And after that, the game was essentially mine, because I managed to have 5 ducks on board, and then he just continuously every turn hitting him for 5k that he couldn't do anything to.
Oh. Look at this man. I got him. He's huge, but I got him.
Oh. He's popping up. Oh, another reason why these Zormir is also kind of poopy diapers is because if your opponent plays a lot of Namis, not like the starter Nami and the OPO1 Nami, if you have enough of those, they have easy ways to get rid of your ducks without very, very little investment, which is the worst thing for you when playing ducks. That's the only other reason why Zormir is kind of lame. Besides that, the deck kind of just shreds. Like, it just destroys everything I touch. Like, I can't be beat. It's really funny.
Yep. We will be taking this to Treasure Cup this upcoming weekend.
Yep,
And,
and the more
welcome,
people,
Just Zay Gaming.
Yo, what's up?
Sup?
Chilling, just having to hop and see y'all pop up. So I decided to join in for just a little bit.
Yeah,
I literally
absolutely.
just came back from locals myself not long ago. Actually.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
So, what was
everyone's locals is on Sundays.
Yeah.
You know, why don't you, Ant? Why don't you grill him while I get our kid stuff set up? Because I don't think I have.
Sure. Yeah. How was your? Where'd you go for local? Or not where, but how big was your local scene and everything?
So ours typically, at least for this one, he primarily has about maybe 14 to 16 people, and that's only because his space can really at max only hold like 10, but we find a way to fit more until he gets a new space later. But
what you oh, sorry, keep going. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. As far as what I ran today, I decided to
I
run
that.
Kid. I made my decision that I'm just gonna stick with it because honestly, that's like my child that I've played since the beginning.
It's a good decision.
It's a great deck.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been slowly cracking the code on that and just getting a whole bunch of matchups in. I've been playing over there since like I want to say 10 because he decided to now run like a second tournament earlier before like the official Bandai one. So it's like an unsanctioned one for like the 10:30 up until like I want to say 1 o'clock. So I busted out at least like 15 games a day.
Very cool.
Oh wow,
Very
nice.
cool.
How'd you place in your locals today?
Locals, I got third because I lost a round 1, and the other 2 that were ahead of me went perfect until their finals, and then the person that won, like the finals was literally a law mirror, which was funny, and the person I did lose to was the one that ended up winning. So yeah.
Oh, so did you lost to Law then?
Yeah, I lost to Law. It was a good matchup overall. I want to say between, not necessarily Dolphy, because I don't have a problem with Dolphy as much anymore. Because I definitely destroyed somebody earlier playing when they played Dolphy. It was really, really bad. I would say after that, Law and Zoro are like my 2 most annoying matches to go against. It's like 50-50 with Zoro every time.
You have no problems against Kaido? Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, your kid. Yeah, you don't have any problems against Kaido?
Yeah, no. I never really have a problem with Kaido. I think for the most part, like, it does come down to good games. I had a really, really good game earlier this week with a Kaido player, and sorry, my cat has opinions as well. I had a really good like match against Kaido player earlier this week, like really, really good, and it went down to like turns, and I just ended up pulling it through at the end. And I think that what really helped that I run in my kid deck that is really good against Kaido is just that Basil Hawkins is really, really good. It serves its purpose. It does exactly what it needs to. Yep. And one thing that I threw in differently that a lot of people are not playing is the promo kid, actually.
Oh,
really?
Interesting. I hate that card.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's at first I was like, I would never even consider playing it, but now I definitely run it for the simple fact that, like, in my build in particular, I have 10 Wano cards. I don't run Momonosuke because honestly, if you have 10 Wano, it's kind of pointless to even attempt to run Momonosuke. But I have the 4 Nekomamushis, 3 Okiku, because either you have her or you just don't need her. You kind of see too much of her, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then the 4 Izo, just for 2K counters. So outside of that, everything else is Supernova. And it's actually been doing me a lot of justice. I really never had a matchup as far as like getting just a shitty mulligan or anything like that. Only because typically what I've been getting in predominantly majority of my matchups is just exactly what I needed, like when I need it, kind of thing. It's really weird as working out in the ratios that I have it. Things that I'm running differently in my kid deck are I run 2 8-drops. I don't run 3 or 4 like some people.
Right.
I run 4 of the.
Yeah, you mind sending me your list over Discord and I can throw it on the stream here?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
And real quick, I have a message in YouTube I want to respond to. From Suleiman Jabor, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but SJ, you tried ducks at your locals, but you ran into problems against green when the kid players play aggressively and start double swinging with leader as we have no blockers. That's true, we don't have blockers. So if
Yeah,
the
sure.
kid player is playing an aggressive variant of green, meaning their whole deck is aggressive, I could see you running into that kind of trouble. Like if they're playing perhaps one of the older builds that is abusing, like there were lists that were running on that were mid-rangey to aggro kids that were abusing starter deck. X-Drake is an example. Really early on, there was Heart Pirate Tribal that would use Beppos to shit out 4-drop Heart Pirates,
6Ks.
like this Jean
4 drop
Bart.
6K.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play your blockers and
You
stuff.
could play you could play your blockers, and then you could play 5-drop untap the Beppo swing again. Like it's definitely a thing. I haven't had a lot of experience playtesting into an aggro build kid. What I will say is if it is a normal kid deck that just starts turning aggressive on you, you are likely going to have more aggression than them.
Yeah, you
out of
should have
sheer
problem with
duckage.
it.
I will say I threw ducks back up. The list is slightly different and it might help you. I cut robins for Comachios. So we're now at 12 ducks, no robins, which is a crazy decision. And I had to convince everyone that it was right.
That was actually the reason why I started playing ducks.
Yes. And the added consistency and the added aggression should help you take care of that problem. But
Hey, Eddie.
hopefully that answers your question. Is this the duck deck you bring into Niagara? It is either
Yeah.
this or cut 1 Sanji for 1 Radical Beam. It's one of those 2 things for me. But
mine
yes,
is
and Ants
exactly-
is cut Round Table for 1 Radical Beam.
As of right now, it is ducks. I change my mind all the time, but I never felt more confident in a choice than this. Unfortunately,
Ducks
for me.
is really sweet. Is it ever right to mix 2-drop and duck for ultimate aggro? No, it's
no,
not,
no.
Skyrian. Fun fact: when Duck Tribal was first created by us, it was
long
created
time ago.
before the game actually came out. And
Yep.
it was originally, I called it Duck Tribal, but it was Vanilla Tribal. And we ran all of the 1-drop 3Ks and all of the 2-drop 4Ks.
And the 2-drop 4K. And
Yeah.
Sunny wasn't in the card at the time either, so
Yeah,
we
and
were
Sunny
running
didn't
Camachios,
exist. So we were just running Camacho,
Karus.
Karu, and then Sai and Vivi. Yeah.
So God.
And we were trying. And it's just not worth it. You don't have the space. Because the only argument would be like you could cut Camacho for 2-drop 4K vanillas if you really wanted to, but you just don't need to.
Yep.
The ducks just serve their purpose. OMG Ant, I
Yep.
can't wait to see you change your mind tomorrow. Eddie, don't convince him to change his mind.
I
I've finally
can't-
gotten him on ducks.
I honestly can't imagine I will, just because the way ducks are is
What
you
if I
just kind
cut
of.
Robin for it? Robin's already not in here, boss.
Yeah, I cut Robin already, dog. You don't need it. it's good. Like, don't get it wrong. It's just that the problem with Robin with
Too
a
slow.
deck like this is that it's too slow, and you'd rather have more ducks.
Would
Like,
you rather pay 3 for 4 or 1 for 3?
Yes, or like a 3 for 4 that literally will die the next turn,
Yeah.
or will you play a duck that costs 1 and you get more consistency?
And then you
if
play
you
2
swings.
more ducks that cost 1.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like that's more. It's better. It's just better. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate because I don't want to live in that world because Robin's one of my favorite cards in the game, but I remember I told Max this too.
You're
I want-
scared of whiffing
I
off
want
Nami.
ducks.
So fun fact, that was also a response when I was first
Oh, that
talking
can
about
happen.
this. That's a lot of non-straw hats. That's happened to me like once. Let's count real
Yeah.
quick. 3, 7, 11, plus 4, 15, 19, plus 3, 22, 26. That's still more than half your deck. If you're checking the top 5 and more than half of your deck are straw hats, you should more often than not be hitting.
What more likely happens in my situation with Nami is like there'll be like one straw hat that you just really don't want, and you'll just have to be forced to grab it because it's of that or nothing.
Yes,
Um,
that can
happens
happen.
to me.
But
That happens to me all the
honestly,
time.
it's still a +1 in a deck that doesn't deserve +1s, and Nami's a beater.
Yeah.
So,
And it's like the worst card you can grab is like, oh, I need counter, and like, I can only grab like Rush Zoro or something.
yeah.
Like that's like the worst case scenario. That actually happened to happen to me today, but I still won the game because it's just ducks. Like I
Yeah.
literally played a game today where I had like 6 cards in my hand, maybe 7, somewhere in that range, and not a single one was counter. I still win. Like it doesn't matter
Yep.
because ducks.
Skyrian asks, no need for Diablo. I actually have tested with Diablo Jambe before. No, I don't feel the need. With the 4/5 drop Luffy, it's just very unnecessary. You don't end up, and
Yeah, you don't
Shanks
need
can bypass most blockers.
You just don't need it.
You end up not being in a lot of situations where your opponent has so many blockers that you need the one Diablo Jambe. It just hasn't really been occurring to us. Well, I got to get back to work for my
Yeah.
lunch break, but I will keep listening. Thanks to the stream. Dude, thank you for showing up, my hero,
Thank you,
Steven. You
bro.
are my hero, Steven. You are my hero. And thank
I love
you.
you,
I recognize your name on Patreon too. So thank
That
you
man
for
is
all of
a
your
hero
support.
to us all.
My big thing, I would love to make space for Jambe, and my problem is less that Jambe is good or isn't good, or like you don't need it or do need it. It's a matter of everything in the deck is so tailored. Like there's almost no.
It
thing
is.
you can
This
cut.
deck has been fine
It's so
fucking
tight.
tuned. I've
It's
run it
so
through
tight.
so many. I've tested so many. Like I've tested one drop Gordon in this deck. I've tested
Yeah,
Ben
remember
Beckman. I've tested the
tested
8
that.
drop Shanks. Fun fact. I've tested
I didn't
guard
test that.
point. I've tested like almost every red card in the game in this deck. This deck is like my child. I've put it through the ringer, and
It
I'm
says a lot of
really
things.
confident in what we have in front of us.
Yeah, I can't imagine the deck going through any changes. Literally, the only thing you guys like, literally
It's
the only
this
thing
one
that
flex spot. This one round.
it's the
table
you
flex
have
spot.
one flex spot in terms of do you want radical beam, round table, or maybe something else, and that's it. Like, and I don't even like know a card it could maybe like a one Robin you could think of. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't run it.
You could
like,
be one Robin. It could be Shanks number 4. It could be Sanji number 4.
like that could that's just one. You have one flex spot that could be anything. After that,
Could be
like,
Diablo Jambe in theory.
could
I
be
guess.
Jambe, I guess. Yeah. But
I would
besides
put
that,
in Radical Beam over Jambe though.
like I was talking to Max earlier because I don't remember why we got to the topic. I think it was trying to make space for the Sanji, the round table, and the radical beam, I think. And then I was saying maybe we can cut a Yasop, and like I said it, but I was like, I don't agree with the statement. I'm just saying it. You technically have a Yasop to cut. In theory, I would never do it though because Yasop
Yasop's
is so
too important into Kid. It's too important.
It's honestly just important into every matchup except blue.
That's true,
like-
but it's especially the reason it's here is mostly Kid.
There's a lot of times where I'll like just counter with the 1k Yasop, but even then that's still good. Like
Yeah, it's fine. It's a 1K counter. Oh no,
it's Yasop is easily the most flexible card in the deck,
it's a sweet card.
in my opinion.
Okay, let's talk about Kid. Well,
Yes. Yeah, I'm
I'm gonna throw up my list here. Oh, thank you for the follow, 20.
Thank you.
I just sent over the list right
Yep,
now.
I see your list here. We will. You know what? We'll start with his list.
Sure,
start,
yeah, it might be
we'll start
easier.
with his list while he's here.
Yeah, I don't have it on Builder, so I didn't have it on
It's all right because we got it.
the Sim, so I
How
definitely had to pull it
dare
up.
you. How dare you?
Man,
What a villain.
as much as I'm on Sim, I sometimes just do not put what I have in real life built on there. I don't know why.
Oh, my big problem with Sim is I build way too many decks on it.
There we go. I was looking.
I
for
have,
a way
like-
to do that.
I have like one change in a law list, and I'm like, all right, law 2A. Like, I just do that like a million times, especially with law. Look, because I've been screwing with law for a very long time.
Yeah,
All right,
that's fair.
Isaiah, you want to give us a rundown here? I mean, you tell me what you want to justify your choices.
Oh yeah. So here's my biggest thing. For one, as much as everyone favors 8-Drop Kid being the almighty savior in all green decks, I think that it is, in my opinion, something to like. I run it in my deck, but out of all my games that I've played today, I've maybe actually put him on the field twice. And it's only because, for one, if you're playing them against red, it's going to be weighted on, honestly, for with the Jet Pistol and Otama. If you're playing against green, for the most part, they kind of have a response in some way, shape, or form to try to get over it. In most cases, it's Basil or the 7-cost blocker, which is most likely played before you get to play an 8-cost kid. And as far as blue, they don't really have a response, but they'll try to return something else with their Doflamingo, or if they happen to get Mihawk, like something in response to they'll try to set up board beforehand with Veto or anything along those lines that are really close to that 8-cost range so that they can get rid of it. So I do run them at 2 and not 3 solely because of that. But starting at the front of the list, obviously Beige at 4.
Yep.
Bonnie's at 4. Bonnie searches primarily everything in his deck, and I've never missed.
Real quick, we see over here the types. It shows us all the types. There are 41 supernovas in this deck.
Jesus Christ.
So it's
Never
next
missed
to impossible in your list to whiff off Bonnie.
Yeah, but I've never missed a single hit all day with her. Killer is really good. I obviously run it when I have Kid on board, or more times than not, I've had him with Basil on board. That's actually kind of like my main win con is Basil. Let's see, Nekomamushi is just honestly just a good help to kind of feed that Basil, and it's really just good to get over like low blockers early game.
You feel like
or,
you only need 3?
Yeah, honestly,
yeah,
it did me good.
It especially surprises me that you only have 3, honestly, because you don't have a Momo to search it.
there's no
Which
way
is
to
very
get it out
interesting.
consistently. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not relying on it, if you don't need it, if like that's your secondary tool, I can kind of get behind it, I guess. I guarantee we played Kid super different.
Oh yeah, you can just tell from our list.
Yeah,
like super differently.
yeah,
Um,
and that's kind of like my ideal way is to play it unorthodox, because I feel like with a lot of people that I've mirror matched with, a lot of them like have like either a super heavy Wano package and they're relying on Momos, and half the time they're kind of like whiffing on those hits, or it's like 50-50, or I've seen some players where they just solely rely on like 8-drop kids. I've seen like earlier y'all discussed people kind of relying heavily on just going aggressiveness. I have played against a couple matches today where like they had no events in their deck at all, and it was just all gas, no brakes, just full-fledged like early plays to just push for aggression, and it's interesting. It's like a dual-edged sword, I think, and it can get wins, but definitely you go against like a defensive build, like you're kind of more rough, especially with responses. But I mean, it makes sense.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, Apu, this is a good 2K and it's searchable. Honestly, I've seen people run the Beppo, and I think like it's good, but it's not searchable by anything right now. So it's kind of like it's gonna go to the bottom of the deck 9 times out of 10. So that's why I just obviously Apu is better.
Yeah.
Izo, more times than not, I use her as a counter, but I have used her to push and feed Basil, or just to get over a blocker and push the game.
Yeah.
Or I use it with X Drake, which is why I run 3 of him, just because he's more of like, especially against Zoro matchups, people swinging with everything under the sun, they try to save like a lot of their cards. That's just a more like instantaneous, like you have no response to it kind of thing. An interesting card that I run at too, that a lot of people question why I run it at all, is the Eustace Kid, the 3-drop. I find him to be, and more times than not, believe it or not, I've actually been able to hit with him.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, so the reason why I run him at 2, for one, I'm not gonna run him at more or less, just because I don't believe in 1-ofs. That's just my thing. But I run them, unless it's like a really, really good card.
It needs to be very techy to be a 1-of. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Mhm.
So I run him at 2 because he's a good turn 2 card, and at the same time, it's something that has to be respected now, especially in the early game, and you're pushing. If you're going against red matchup, that's primarily the main issues that I have. I'm against blue matchups where they just return it, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Purple matchups, I mean, they try to get rid of it pretty early, but it also has a benefit in early game state against purple matchups, just because I could easily get a double hit in, and it feeds them more cards, but kind of at that state, it does put them more on the ropes as far as what to do now. And I find that playing him in comparison to Okiku, for one, a lot of people expect Okiku on turn 2, and yes, it's very good, but just as much as Okiku does damage, Eustace Kid can do just as much. And a good thing that I like using him for is the restand ability with using the 5-drop Law. And I've definitely been able to pull that off once or twice, where it's me just swinging with that, and
That's
then
good.
they would normally expect like the other 5-drop Law where I'm bouncing. And I have done that too, where it's like I can bounce the Kid just to play him back again as active, and it's something that's now problematic again for the next turn, because they either are going to go into defensive or try to go offensive and get rid of that. Because I mean, double attack is nice, it gives you 2 cards, but it also makes it very hard, especially against Kid, where it's like his leader abilities, once you're down to like 1 life, if you have no blockers, like it's basically game.
That's the original combo that everyone was way back when everyone was like creaming their pants when this card got revealed. They were like, oh my god, pair it with starter deck Law and you win the game. So it's just like it does definitely push people on the ropes, and a lot of people don't expect it. I've had one situation in particular where it was very helpful to use, because it was in a game state where
he was down to his last life, but he was expecting me to use the leader's ability to restand. But instead, all I did was throw the Dawn onto Kid, the 3-drop, swing with him, and then with 5 Dawn left, he was expecting me to swing again with just my leader. But instead, I just played the restand and swung again with him, and it threw him off guard entirely. It's something that you can use it to bait and at the same time still use it to push aggressively, and it has to be respected. I guess that's the biggest thing as to why I play him.
I kind of like it too, where like if you're at the like 10 Dawn, you literally just throw 3 Dawn onto the Kid, it becomes 7, I believe, right? Because it's 4K.
Yeah.
And then you play the Law, that's 2 double attacks for 7, and you still have 2 left over for Pump Gibson, which you seem to be running, was that 4?
4 Pump Gibson.
Yeah, so you have exactly enough to do some combos and have some Dawn left over, which I kind of like.
Yeah, and I definitely had one game where I ended up losing that game, but I was able to take away 4 life in one turn because of that. And it was like, I found it useful where it's like, yeah, I gave you all the counters in your hand. I ended up losing the game just because I didn't have a board aside from that Kid. But it's like the fact that it can do that, and I was pushing for like 9 damage twice, and it's really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Okiku, obviously, I run her at 3 and not 4 because I mean either you just have her too much of her, you see her too much, or you don't really need her, or you just don't see enough. I feel like 3 is just a good ratio for me.
Yeah.
Law is actually really good at 3. I don't put him at 4 only because he doesn't have a counter, and my biggest thing in this deck, if you see, is that all of my cards have counters except for Okiku, Law, Basil, and Eustace, which in total that's about 10. So it's not that bad, honestly, in my opinion.
Right.
I like to have something rather than nothing at all. But I do use the Law to bounce Bonnie. I did have a game board where I had Eustace on the field, and I had Bonnie and a couple other blockers, and really it was a really rough blue matchup for that player because I ended up having Kid. Then I had 1 Law, search with Bonnie. I was literally searching with Bonnie like for 4 turns straight, and it was really, really rough because I kept getting more Laws, which just bounced more Bonnies, which just it's a good resurgent card for sure. X Drake is obviously just to KO instantaneous cards that are super problematic, whether that's Nico Robin for some people, Zoro for others, other Okikus, just something to just get rid of it immediately instead of having to fight the battle of.
Solid removal, yeah.
Yeah.
And board, like, can't complain.
Really, that's the biggest thing. The 5-drop Law, I could swing easily with Basil for 3 times. I can swing with Eustace Kid twice. Just something to restand. It's really good and it catches people off guard.
Yep.
Run 3 of Basil because honestly, that's just a really good card. It really destroys blue players entirely because, especially if they're Dolphy, they're just gonna keep playing stuff in, rested, and that's fine with you because you're just gonna keep swinging with everything under the sun. Playing against red players, especially Zoro matchups, I mean, they're gonna have primarily a lot of rested characters swinging with majority of their cards. It does have it at 6K, so it's kind of rough and it's susceptible to Jet Pistol, obviously. But I mean, that's why I do run the 3-drop Kid, because it's like, do you want to target that now or do you want to go for this kind of thing?
Right.
I'd rather have my
try and bait a pistol onto the Kid so that you have Hawkins for safe.
Exactly. 2-drop Kid, I already explained that. And okay, the reason why I run 4 Pump Gibson, I want to say 50% of my matches I got a Pump Gibson off of my life. And
that's funny.
It's really helpful.
Yeah, it's got a very powerful trigger.
Yeah, it's a very powerful trigger. I had it one time where it actually did save me a game because I was playing against a purple matchup and I was on the back burner. And he swung with his leader, attached to Dawn, did the return to mill off my other life, and he was going for a last swing, and it was the second to last swing, sorry, and he ended up getting off a Pump Gibson, and he had a 9-drop, and it rested his 9-drop, and it cost him the game. Wow. So it is very useful for that. Outside of that, it also does just feed as far as trying to rid board presence. Not necessarily in purple matchups because primarily majority of their stuff is high costing, but it also does help get rid of their defensive. Aside from Queen, their Black Marias is 2 or 4-drop, or the Wano blocker, I forget his name. That's also susceptible to the Pump Gibson, which is just it's really good to get rid of a lot of low costing blockers, and primarily a lot of blockers now, aside from the 7-drop kid and the Queen, are going to be targetable by Pump Gibson. So it's just really good to get rid of those. And then Straw Sword is honestly just to force pressure on opponents, especially if they play out a card that may take like an extra turn. Like, for example, how y'all were discussing about Nico Robin, how it takes too long.
Yeah.
I do agree it does take too long. And honestly,
it also makes sense that you only run 3 Nekomamushi if you're running 3 Straw Sword.
yeah, that too. Because it's like, that's actually...
Especially because Straw Sword is searchable off of your Bonnie, and since you don't have Momo, now you can more consistent search target that rest things down. And with more flexibility to rest things too. So I'm there. I'm definitely there.
Yeah, because then it's like Nekomamushi does get the small blockers here and there. But Straw Sword, it's I've had it off trigger.
Thank you for the follow, Patoko.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like
no, for sure.
It's good. It does exactly what I needed to do. And then when I've had going back to the purple matchup I had earlier this week that was really good, is that he was trying to counter my Basil. At one point I had 2 Basils on the field, which was really, really rough because he did not get that 10 drop. And he was trying to counter my Basil by not swinging at all. And that definitely was having me kind of like, okay, like what can I do with that? I drew Straw Sword. I forced Basil ability to activate. And it just forces your opponent. They can't do anything in response. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where they can just fucking activate something, but it's good. I think that's my reason as to why I run 3 of it. I did at some point, instead of having Straw Sword and Basil at 3s, I had them at 2s, and I think I had X-Trick at 4 and Nekomamushi at 4. And I was just saying that I was seeing too much X-Drake and it wasn't really worth it. So took him down, and then Nekomamushi, it was just a really odd number as far as ratio wise, and pulling it, I was seeing too much of it. So I decided to drop that down and make it an even 10. And I mean, because of that, my ratios have been really, really solid, honestly, because of that. So that's my list.
All right, I have some questions for you from chat. Firstly, a lot of people are commenting that on your specific variant of list, they feel that you would benefit from the 4-drop X-Drake out of the starter deck. Do you have a reason you don't run that card? Do you have any thoughts on that?
So actually, I did have him in there earlier last week, and what I was having a problem with is I did have him in comparison to... What did I have out in substitution? In substitution of it, I didn't have the Eustace Kid, the 3 drops.
Okay.
And I had 2 of the 4 starter deck X-Drakes. What I've had problems with is that with having it on the field, it's immediately becomes a target, because now, I obviously have to get rid of this, or all of his cards is literally about to get boosted. It's like Zoro as a character.
Right.
And it more times than not, it just immediately is getting rid of, and before I even get to activate the ability. So for one, I think it takes too long, and then for 2, it's kind of like you have to dedicate. You didn't have to dedicate whether or not you want to save it and get your boost off for the rest of the turn, for your follow-up turn, and I just felt like it wasn't really good as far as what I wanted to do. I wanted to rely heavily on forcing my opponent's board control. I think that's the biggest thing I'm pushing for, is board control. And yes, that does help it, but at the same time, it just takes too long.
Yep.
It really does take too long.
Yeah.
What about 7-drop Kid? What are your thoughts on 7-drop Kid?
7-drop Kid is very good, but for one, I feel like at that point, when you're at 7, if you're at 7, you can do one of 2 things. You can play the 7-drop Kid, but that's dedicating your whole turn basically to that. And I mean, yes, it's good, but for example, if you're playing up against blue, it's just immediately getting returned. That's just your whole turn was dedicated. Your whole turn was dedicated for nothing. And outside of that, yes, it's very good as a blocker, but it's basically just a 8-cost Kid Junior almost. It's just like,
right.
Yeah, it does its justice of being something that they have to get over. And I mean, honestly, you could easily run the 7 drop instead of the 8 drop and be fine because I mean you're using the block ability. I mean, granted it's once versus, all of your opponent's characters have to attack it, but I just think honestly, if you have 7 drop, you could easily just put 8 drop instead. That's just my opinion. And if it had a counter, completely different story. I'd probably run it, but it doesn't, and I just felt like it was too many counters,
Yeah.
non-counter cards at that point.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
And then lastly, Skirian, although I don't know if this was directly aimed at you, Jose, but you're certainly welcome to chime in as well. He
Cool.
wanted to ask our thoughts on the Shachi 3-drop blocker. I'll tell you right now, if you feel as though you need an extra cheap blocker, Shachi's the way to go. But the main reason people are running Shachi is to be able to block Shanks, right? That's
Yep.
the primary goal of Shachi.
And
If-
dodge Robin's ability too.
And
Yeah.
dodge Robin's ability, yes. You're very true. However, Robin's ability is slow. Like, hopefully you should be able to deal with that anyway.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
let's
the
ignore
worst
that for
case
the moment.
scenario. Yeah.
The thing is that red is not your worst matchup. Red is should be your best matchup as a green player, period, hands down. And you, as a result, I don't really support running teching in a card that is there almost exclusively to answer the color, I guess other than blue, but one of the colors that you're best into.
I mean, my only
When you
counter,
could be teching in cards that help you answer things like Kaido or Law, which you can really struggle into.
I've seen. I can speak to Senpai Squad Andy, who has showed up in a bunch of tournaments and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And really good player.
yeah,
Personally,
I absolutely agree.
awesome guy. And his list runs Sachi, and I think the reason for it is that it's just another blocker. And,
See, yeah,
buff
that
is
I
so big,
that
too.
I can wrap my brain
Um,
around. If you're looking for another blocker, then
Yeah,
that is
like,
the
I'm there.
only choice. That's the only other cheap blocker you have available to you. But if you're
The
looking
Penguin,
for
but-
it, but that's just worse shot.
Yeah, I mean, why would you
Yeah.
play that?
Yeah.
It's not,
If
exactly.
you're choosing to tech it specifically because of its validity into red, I'm not really here for that.
No,
If
me neither.
you're choosing to tech it because you want additional cheap blockers, then it's a different discussion.
Yeah, I
Right.
feel like your deck is also very different at that point. If you run Sachi, like you're playing Protect the Castle Kid, more likely than if you're running Sachi than if you're playing something like this, which is
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, I think
off
that question
the
was
path.
very generalized as opposed to
No,
towards
no,
the
I-
specific list.
I know, but that's my point. My point is, if you're playing Sachi, it's all. I feel like it's a very specific way you want to play your list, which is very contrary to not this list, but even like a lot of other lists. I think again, I know me and Max also both said this, where Kid is one of the, if not most flexible deck ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It
and
is. It
personalized
is. I
in,
did. I
I-
abandoned
yeah,
the
I
word
definitely
one
agree.
of Kid is by far the most flexible deck. we
I
have in
definitely
set
get your
one.
point. As far as like, because yeah, I feel like if you're running Penguin or Sachi, then you are primarily focusing on a like 8-cost Kid being your focal point and winning
Yes.
and protecting it.
Yeah.
And
That
for
is
sure.
most kid lists these days. However, how
A lot of
also
them.
Skirian though, based on what you've been telling me about your list, because you were saying that you run the 4-drop X Drake too, and you feel to me just from the way you play, more of a tempo kind of aggro kid player, which makes me feel like you don't need Shachi. But having another early attacker into purple isn't bad. I would not
Yeah.
call Shachi an early attacker into purple.
I mean, I wouldn't either, but it is a 4K. You could, in theory, like if you have Bonnie on board, you can play 5-drop Law, bounce to the Bonnie, play the Sachi, and then next turn put 1 on, so now it's a cheap attacker.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not that that's incorrect, but
It's
there
like
are
I
other
understand your
cheap
point.
attackers.
It's just like
Like that's not a great to me. That's not a great
Yeah.
argument for running Shachi. That's I'm running Shachi for this reason, and then every once in a while, I swing with it into purple. You know, like it is.
yeah, like
I feel like overall that Sachi is, for me, I disagree with having. I do not agree with having Sachi in the deck at all, just because right now there's no Heart Pirate Searcher, so you just have to hard draw it. And I feel like
True.
at that point, for one, it's like Shanks in red, where it's like a lot more times than not, you're going to search with Bonnie, and it's going to be in your search, and it's just going to get bottom deck.
my VOD deck, yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah,
you
so
want
it's like
more 3-drop plays. So your
It's-
big concern is curve.
oh,
I don't think
curve? This
I don't think your curve is fine. I think you have 4 beige for that, 4 killer, 4,
Well,
8,
no, that's Skirian.
12.
That's Skirian. Who said
I
that?
know. No, I know.
Oh.
I was
Yeah,
talking
curve
to
is
Skirian.
curve is
I was
fine
just
because
speaking
it's
out loud. I think yeah, I can't imagine your curve being that.
I
bad.
would, if you're
can-
looking for better plays on curve and it's not already in there, I suggest Raizo.
yes.
Like
we
if you're
should get- we
looking
should
for
talk
3-drop
about that.
curve plays, tech in Raizo.
Can we talk about Raizo for a minute?
Yeah,
Like,
as a matter of fact, thank you so much for sharing your list. I don't play Raizo,
Yes,
I play Shachi.
I love
mean,
you.
that's
Thank
fine.
you.
Shachi's completely viable.
thank you for your
thank you for
showing
your
us
input,
list, for
Isaiah.
sure.
Let's take a
course,
look
anytime.
at what Anthony and I are brewing. Now, real quick,
yeah.
I don't know for certain. I also made this off the top of my head, Anthony, so feel free to look at it and tell me if I did something stupid.
I will.
But I run 4 Hawkins and 3 Beppo,
Yeah,
and Anthony runs
something's
4
wrong.
Beppo and 3 Hawkins.
There it is. I was
Raizo
like-
is just
I
as
was-
slow as Robin. Yes, Raizo is just as slow as Robin, but Skirian, you gotta
But-
understand that you're playing green,
but-
not red.
Yes.
So I mean, like
Very different. It's a very different conversation.
it's the opposite
So-
ends of the spectrum, I mean.
For the list that's on the screen, I want to give a really quick big shout out to Kevin Zhao, I believe, who got
Green is
third
aggro.
place in the PPG tournament.
Yeah, I will throw
Ace Form-
his list up real
His
quick.
list is the inspiration for this list. It's almost a carbon copy. I was pretty much like, I want to try out Kid, and I don't know what to try. And I saw this list. I was like, you know what?
This was his list.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
and I started playing this list, and I was
Oh,
like, oh, you know
congrats!
what?
This guy, one of our chatters, got 5th in the PPG tourney.
Gavin, is that Gavin Gonzalez, my
His
boy?
name is MC Snipe. I got
MC Snipe. So,
Oh, I've seen it before.
4 by Lawtex on the day.
All
right,
right, you
and
know I'm gonna have questions
that's,
about this Beppo.
if that's my boy Gavin, and I see you, bro. I
Law is
love
very
Gavin.
rough for
Gavin's my
green,
boy.
I agree.
But
But anyway, and go ahead. You can take over the list discussion.
yeah, sure. I really like this list, so I started playing it a little bit. And I was like, you know what, this is sick. I'm gonna keep testing it until I get sick of it. And it's, if you guys notice, obviously a lot of green decks. I think I'm not the first one to say this, obviously, and a lot of people have been saying. Some people are very leaning towards some events or no events, and this is definitely a deck that has no events.
Thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah. I don't like events unless it's either Punk Gibson. Waterfalls. I only really like it if you're running 7-drop. If you're not running 7-drop,
Yes.
then like it's fine.
Right.
This list, it's more oriented to making maximum use your Dawn. You're using your Dawn every single turn, so you have all 2K counters in your list, which is really sick. This deck does feel very reminiscent of Protect the Castle H-Up Kid. But it's a very flexible list. There's a lot of cool things about it. So I'm just dive right in and just talk about the stuff that I really like.
Do you want me to switch it to your list?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
What we did was
Yeah,
we
we did
cut
change
one
things.
kid for 1 straw
Yep.
sword. That was our
And-
big difference, and it makes the kid
Yes.
mirror way better.
That's the reason. The reason why is because when you're playing Kimir is kind of rough with this list. But if you have that 1 straw sword, you automatically win.
Yes.
Second you see it, you win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we were considering it, I was on the train. I was like, let's do straw sword, and Anthony and
I was scared.
Anthony
It's
was
scary.
Anthony was scared of the 1 straw
I
sword.
was scared.
So we played a match.
And then he
I
he
won
played-
because of the straw sword. He immediately put it into his deck. The next game,
I
he
won
won because of
'cause
the
I had a
1 straw sword. So
I was like, alright,
this
alright,
1
whatever.
straw sword tech is really good into Kid
Yeah.
Mirror.
because you can tap down. Like a lot of times too, when you're playing into Kid Mirror, what's gonna happen is they won't attack with their kid, or they won't attack with their. They'll swing the basket once, clear something, and then leave it untapped. So you can
Yes.
doing that every turn a lot of times. So you're forced to swing into their leader or into just whatever. But Straw Sword says, no, you don't. I'm tapping your thing down. I'm now investing my attack into it. Now you have to deal with it. Either lose cards or lose the card. Lose cards from your hand or lose the card on board which you need. So this is it feels very stally, this list. Your opponent will attack you a billion times in the face and you will never care because that means you can play your 8-drop and you can counter with it. The big card in this deck that I will now swear by in every green list. I need it. Like if I'm not playing this card, I'm not playing green. Or for Kid at least, is Raizo. There's 4 Raizos in this list, and I already loved Raizo. Raizo is my baby. I already did. So I saw 4. Kevin Zhao, I'll give again, big shout out to him. He ran 4, and I was like, my man, that's sick. So I started playing with it, and then I realized how important Raizo is specifically for Not just your game plan in general, because it's drawing you a card, but in the mirror match, it's huge. Being able to draw that extra card is going to give you the ability to get more defense for your H-Up kids. All that kind of stuff. Maybe you draw into that Straw Sword, maybe draw into your Basil Hawkins, your Law, something that you need. So Raizo is
Law. That's funny. Sorry,
Raizo is actually you're good. Sorry, Raizo is actually the MVP of this deck, for sure. He ran 4 H-Up kids, especially because you need to see it in a lot of the matchups.
You often want to see multiple.
Yeah, and a lot of times if they get rid of one, you can play another one, and it's like, okay, I win anyways. Good luck. Like,
Yeah.
you just lit off.
Facts.
And there are reduced. I think there's only 3 Okiku, there was 3 Basils in his list. I think Max upped his to 4, right?
I
You
did.
said?
I cut 1 Beppo personally for a 4th Basil, specifically because it helps the Law matchup,
Yeah.
which you
Law
can struggle
matchup-
with.
Yeah, it can. It can be struggling, but the best card, if you're playing green into Law, the best card you can possibly spam out is Basil Hawkins. Because they have to
Syrian
either answer it
asks-
with
Go ahead.
they have to answer with a pistol or they lose.
Yeah.
Like,
Prefer Little Killer over 5-drop X-Drake. I was also
Oh,
something I was
yes.
testing was I was running 5-drop X-Drake instead of Little Killer at first. The big thing about Little Killer is the trigger is really helpful, but I do not subscribe to running cards because of triggers. The main thing is playing it off Law. Playing
Yep,
it
you
off
can
Law
play
is
off
like
Law
a
is so
constant thing for us.
yeah, it's like
It is
actually
really good.
broken. And because you're playing it only for 3 compared to X-Drake's 5, you are now conserving your Dom for other plays that you might need. And this is playing it off Law is also just so broken.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It just murders all
Yeah.
fun for Zoro players entirely.
So
Yeah, that was
Isaiah,
actually,
you just you need to hop off, bud.
Yeah, I do gotta hop off. I had to join in just to. throw
Yeah,
some
no
info, man.
worries.
Love
Thank you,
chatting.
No,
for,
thank you for joining us, dude.
joining.
Of course, man. By all means, I love joining y'all. Y'all
Yeah.
ever want to join? I do have planned some streams eventually at some point this week once I have it all situated. But yeah, I'd love to have y'all as well.
You
man.
got it,
I always
dude.
love to
Nah,
have you.
nah. We love
Always
you.
love
We
talking
love,
to y'all.
Good
yeah,
to
I
see
love
you, bro.
talking to you too. Love
Alright,
having you on.
likewise. Y'all enjoy y'all stream. Blessings. Do follow these people if y'all do not.
Hey,
They're
yeah, and
completely
speaking of,
knowledgeable.
here's a link to Just Say's YouTube channel if you
Yes,
want to check out
Follow,
his content.
subscribe. Yep, all that stuff. He
I
does
threw it
also
in
stream a
the
lot.
Twitch
too,
chat.
so. I also know you stream Odyssey, right? A lot,
I
a lot
do.
of Odyssey.
I-
Yeah,
Oh
so
my god, do you really?
I do.
Yeah, I saw
really
that.
do.
I
think I saw it for like a
freaking
second.
love Super Mario Odyssey. I want to get into that game
No,
so bad.
dumbass.
Oh,
You're a
One Piece
dumbass.
Odyssey?
One Piece Odyssey.
I forgot. I
You're
forget
so
that game
crazy.
even exists. I forgot about that game. I
I
need to
just
play that too.
No, how did you
Somebody
forget?
clip it.
I
Somebody
haven't
clip
bought it yet.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Oh,
Here,
man.
I'll
You
clip
could- you
it.
could watch
I'll
me
clip it.
scribble
You
everything.
happy? You
I am.
happy? I'll clip it. Max is stupid as fuck is what I'll name the clip. You happy?
You're so embarrassing.
Oh
Gibson
my
is.
god!
I'm so
All right, y'all. I
embarrassed.
love y'all. Stay
Later.
blessed. Like I said, if y'all don't follow these people, please follow them. They're super knowledgeable and they're always fun and positive to hang out with. I love these people, man. Enjoy y'all nights. Blessings.
You too, bud.
You too. Thank you.
Of course.
So MC
Four laws
Snipe
away.
says, I guess 3 Okiku makes sense if you're running so many Raizo. I just think 3 with 4
Yeah.
Bonnie is generally enough. I think 3 Okiku's honestly been fine. I was really worried
yeah.
about it at first, but it's very susceptible to removal. It's very easy to
It's-
get flooded with.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You're running 3. It really
Yeah.
isn't. It's more important to have counter than it is to have the Okiku. And it's only 1. It's not a big deal. It's searchable off Momo.
You also
Like-
do not run 4 Momo. See, that's the thing is with the 4 Momo, 3
That's
Okiku
true
is fine.
too. Yeah, that's
Because we
that's
run
true.
enough Wano to really make 4 Momo worth it.
Yeah, and another
Um,
thing too is you're spamming. You really want to spam the Bonnies and Momos too.
Yeah.
Not always, but like the fact you can for your Raizo swings to trigger to draw, or just be protected under 8-drop kid. That's just broken. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Gibson is cracked. 4 Law is the way. So you,
Saying a
sir,
lot of crazy things.
Grim Irvine. Well, he's basically what I'm hearing out of your mouth right now, that I'm reading, is you are like the most defensive guy on the planet. You're like, I don't want to ever be touched by anything. So I'm gonna put in 4 Gibson. I'm gonna put in 4 Law. I'm gonna run Punk Gibson. I'm gonna be like blocker, counter. And that's not really the way this deck plays. 4 Law is wild, but it doesn't improve your red and law matches. Yeah, like it's completely fine. This deck, as much as it is Protect the Castle 8-drop kid, there's a lot
Yeah.
of tempo involved in this deck that
my God, so
Law
much.
doesn't give you the same way Hawkins does.
Yep.
Um,
And it's so many times where like you'll have your Law and then you want to play it, of course, but like you don't want to get flooded with it. Like I have a lot of games where I play both of them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I automatically win because of it now. But there are a lot of times where it's like if I see too many law, it's like, or if I see like maybe even one more than I need to, it's like, okay, well I wanted to play H-Drop this turn, but now it's like I kind of want to play law, but I really need to stick with H-Drop. Now it's a dead card in my hand, and it's like, I'm not saying running more than 2 laws bad. Like I will never say that. That's insane. Kid is the most flexible list probably ever. So you want to run it, you do what you gotta do. Personally, in this list, I really like law at 2. It's just the way I've subscribed this to playing. Not even in this list, but our previous list that we were messing with. I was running 2 to max's 1. I'm pretty sure, and I really like 2. So I like Raizo a lot. The Raizo at 4 is the reason why I like this list. And the H-Drop, it was at 4, but it's fine at 3. But this list is just really, really sweet. Test it if you ever have any inkling of trying out a way to play law, or not law, a way to play kid that is no events and very tempo. This is the way.
MC Snipe says law is too techy. If you're just playing law 2, play law. It's the worst of the 5 costs. I mean, I wouldn't say it's any more techy than 5-drop X-Drake or 5-drop starter deck law. I would say it's more techy than Hawkins, sure, because Hawkins is just universally good no matter what. But
everything's more techy than Hawkins. That's not a statement.
Yeah. Drake, Yamato. Oh, Yamato. Okay.
Yamato.
No, because here's the thing. Yamato is always universally, like, you can just smack Yamato and it's a threat no matter what. Like, that's the argument.
I understand the argument. I just don't.
Drake, I don't agree, because Drake is very specific and conditional.
Yeah, and then so is 5-drop law. It's conditional. Whereas 5-drop blocker law is. Yeah. Sorry, 5-drop blocker law, even at worst, is a blocker. Like at worst. So I don't think it's the condition.
However, with Yamato there, law gets so much advantage when you get your end board. Okiku, Raizo, Bonnie, H-Drop, go +4 a turn with law. I mean, that's absolutely true, but you don't need 4 law to get to that. Like
you only need the 2.
Yeah,
like
because
laws are bad.
The way that we play it is we don't play the laws until we're at that end board, and then we start using the laws to generate that advantage. Our early turns, we prefer tempo plays around Basil Hawkins as opposed to combo plays around 5-drop law, and that's very specific to this list.
Yeah, it depends. It depends what you get. Like this deck is, believe it or not, very flexible. Like I've had games where I don't play a single Hawkins down, and Hawkins isn't that important.
Oh well,
it's good. It depends on the matchup.
And now that is an
Anthony
matchup. Take. That's an
Hawkins
Anthony
is
take.
important.
I'm gonna go ahead and just send Zoro snoozing in the chat.
Shut the fuck up. You need Hawkins as a card in your list. There are going to be some games where even if you don't hit it, you're gonna win because this list is so flexible. Like there's so many times I'm like, Hawkins. We don't need.
Depends on the matchup too. Green, you need Hawkins in the mirror, and every other deck.
Yeah,
that's super. Yeah,
exactly.
You guys both brought that up. MC Snipe and Grimmervine is that there are matchups where, like into blue. Into blue, Hawkins is super mid because it's just so easy to bounce and shit.
Against green and law, and red are the big 3.
Yes, and then into blue and purple, it's like
blue purple. It's like who cares? Yeah, like. Blue
is free.
Purple.
Yeah, blue is free. That's true. Blue is like an almost exclusively free.
It should be
like you can lose to blue, but they need to high roll the shit out of you. I just love my 7-cost kids, but I get going wider against Kaido. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of 7-cost kids these days.
That's another thing too I wanted to mention. This list actually, personally, I struggle a lot against Kaido with this list. I'm not sure if you guys are having more success. I keep talking to people who are having really good success with Kid into Kaido. Personally, I can't beat it with this list. Like I don't know if it's a me thing or it's this list thing. I doubt it is because he got 3rd. Second place was Kaido. First place was Law. So I don't know. But I personally struggle really hard into Kaido when I'm playing Kid, almost generally. And I tried making changes to this list to combat that. I tried playing 7-drop Kid in this list to combat it, and it didn't do anything. I just lost anyways. It was helpful to survive a turn. Like, oh yeah, my mid game was a little bit better into it. I have slightly more defense for a hot minute, but like in the long run, it just gets board wiped anyways. Like it didn't do anything, and I'm just in there like, They
Pen
have still
testing kid,
nothing-
and you generally just lose. 7 cost the only thing stabilizing a bit. 7 cost I
Yeah.
haven't really found to be the answer. To me, I call it the max way beatdown. Because 7 cost, Kaido doesn't really care about 7 cost. Because 7 cost is actually not an effective blocker against cards that have 7,000 power or more. Like, that's Kaido's entire deck.
I like the concept of running 7 cost kid to combat Kaido when you have space for Paradise Waterfall, but like
yes, if you're
then I'm
going
there.
7 cost and Paradise Waterfall, all of a sudden you're in the dream team into Kaido. Or
But,
well,
like, I
it's
don't
much more helpful.
want-
But we don't.
I don't
run
want to change my
that
entire
card.
list to combat a single deck where
Yeah.
you just kind of auto beat everything else. Or at least 50-50 at worst.
And
So I don't know.
I've also I don't know. Kaido, if you just play hyper aggressively, they need to see their pieces to defend, or else you win. Just every time.
I think just swings into 8-drop, 7-drop blocker dies. Maybe set 2 would be better. I don't know. The only reason I'm not bringing this as Treasure Cup, literally the only reason, is because I can't beat Kaido. If I
Yes.
could beat Kaido with this list consistently, I would be playing this and not even touching Ducks.
But
Not even.
ducks, so.
But
all that
it
matters.
sucks because I can beat everything with it.
Yeah, but it's just
semi consistently.
thing that doesn't die and they struggle countering into. We know the main strat is just kid face, so having one more very being attack help. Yeah, very big attack helps. I agree. That's a decent. That's like the best argument is it's a huge attacker.
I'm not like I'm gonna make a big disclaimer. I am not saying don't run 7 cost kid in your list.
That's
like I'm
true.
not saying. I'm also not saying 7 cost kid is a bad card by
Yes,
any
he
means.
is.
It's also
No.
it's
No.
also
we
one of my favorite
both
cards in the
really
game.
respect and like 7-drop kid. I'm
So good.
super there.
7 cost
um,
kid's good in mirror. Oh my god, so good in mirror.
7 cost kid
Um,
is nowhere near as good in the mirror as Straw Sword. Just a quick heads up. I've proven it to him, so don't even let him.
You are right. But 7 cost kid is really sweet in the mirror.
To be honest, I see less Kaido at Cups, more kid. Kaido is too high roll for 9 rounds. That's exactly it, right?
yes,
That's
the thing.
exactly it.
If you're playing Kaido for 9 rounds, there's a lot of luck that's gonna come into it. So I necessarily wouldn't maybe bring Kaido, but I respect it. But there's a chance people might be straying away from Kaido for that very reason. So Kid might even be a better reason to go into it for Treasure Cup.
Yeah.
Or even then playing Law.
So
Law is shit.
forever ago, Skirian asked me, Skirian kid, to build a more aggro kid list. So that he could see my take on that. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start.
You
in
know,
on that.
one Kaido's gonna high roll top 8. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no way it's not. I'm
Play
gonna
Odin.
play
I will say Odin. Kaido all the way
Make
plus I only
your
have the purple
board-
cards.
You make your board and you can't.
Yeah,
you put them on having
10
can
drop
drop
or
with
they
the lose.
Yeah. Odin is sweet, honestly. I'm a big Odin fan.
Yeah, Odin's pretty cool. I can't really get behind it just because it's like every time I see someone play it or anything like that, I'm just like it's cool. It's doing something very different than Kid. But I'm sitting there like, yeah, but if you were Kid, 2 swings would have been really sweet right now. It's like playing Blue Bubble Kaido and normal Kaido. When I'm playing against Blue Bubble Kaido, it's like, yeah, Blue Bubble Kaido's doing a lot of sweet things, but now I don't need to worry about getting that one life banished away for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
and not having to worry about that is really, really big. And then they're a 4-life leader, which is also helpful. But the big takeaway is for me is always you need to get hit me 6 times to win, and that's huge for me. Just tell them to read the leader instead of looking for more aggressiveness. Oh well.
Yeah, right.
What?
Because the kid leader could just go aggressive. You don't need an aggressive deck, is what he's saying.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
Skirian has a very aggressive playstyle. So I mean, I'm just literally spitballing.
My
off the
point.
top of my deck here.
I just like having an auto win on your leader. It's kind of nice.
I'm super Skirian. I'm super hardcore, just like spitballing here off the top of my head. So like, don't take this.
If it makes you
list to
feel
heart.
better, guys, I like Kinemon more than Kid coming set 2.
Oh, I can't wait for Kinemon in set 2. Honestly.
Like, why run defensive shoe when I'm tapping out, attacking every turn? Yeah, like that. I also know, like Max, what he was saying before. Like one of the strategies he does into Kaido is swinging twice with Kid, and I think it's a decent answer. It's not the best answer because there is no good answer, but it can get you somewhere to a point that you may win. Like it's not impossible at all. So I respect it for sure, and I think Odin can't do that. Odin, you play differently, but there's a lot of times where that isn't necessarily the better thing to do. And you also let less flexibility. I don't know. If you like Odin, I'm not shitting on Odin. Play Odin. Odin's awesome. I have a friend who just got Odin first place at like a 20-man tournament or something like that. I don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Skirian, you ask why Yamato? I'll tell you why Yamato. Because you're not an aggro deck. Kid is just not aggressive in comparison to Zoro and Law. And let me tell you right now, the only way to out aggro Zoro and / or Law is through Yamato. If you connect a Yamato into Zoro and / or Law, you've done your job that game. I mean, yes, but it's much harder to connect it into Mirror.
Yeah, but it's just an example.
I mean, connecting into anything is great. But
yeah,
specifically if we're trying to build an aggressive kid deck, then you need to be prepared for the fact that there are more aggressive decks, and your only way to out aggress them is through Yamato. And that's why I like to Yamato in the aggressive variants. Always want to try more Stardark Drake. I love Stardark Drake. It's a sweet card. I feel like Big Sen's the only way to win the matchup. But if they draw good, it's really hard anyways. Yeah, I'm completely with you, Tetra. You just have to swing twice, like first 3 to 4 turns, and hope that they don't draw amazing. You gotta put Kaido on having answers. That's exactly it. Because you have to force them to high roll. You need to make them be good. Like have the card.
And then obviously if
Game on is crazy set too. If you played against it, you know. I've played against and as it. Like shit. I love Kinemon set 2.
Kinemon set 2 is nuts. I hate how good it is.
Any other questions for this Skirian before I just delete it forever? Most of the time, their hand is half of bricks. Yeah, see, that's exactly it.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to hope that you're the game that they played against where they didn't draw what they needed.
Yeah, because you know if you're playing against them and they hit all 4 queen.
Nope, thanks for building it. Yeah, I got you. Then, it's just, and again, this is just spitball off the top of my head. You know, I'm like not sure about any of it, but
I mean, yeah. Also, I respect aggressive kid. I personally would never play that way. I just can't. I can't get behind it.
This is the most recent Kinemon build I had.
Oh, Kinemon's gross. His Kinemon list is also very different than normal Kinemon lists.
Because I'm awesome. Lost set 2 still tier 1. Innovative. I'd say I'd say A tier. Putting a few things above it in S tier. I don't like using numbered tiers personally because if you say something is tier 2, people are going to be like, "Oh, you think it's bad?" Yeah, people are like, "You think it's bad?" But if you say, if you compare A tier to S tier, when I say tier A, people are like, "Oh yeah, that deck is good," and then when I say tier S, they're like, "Oh, that deck is crazy." So that's why I prefer letter to number. But I agree with you in spirit. Recently, it's been putting up results. What's been putting up results? Oh, Law on set 2. Law set 2 has been doing very well.
Law's been topping very much.
I haven't touched set 2 in forever.
I also haven't touched set 2 in a while, and last time I was touching it, it was very much even Cobb only, because I love that deck.
Let's talk set 3.
Yeah, can we? For like a moment, just for a minute, because I love set 3. It's so sick.
Have it way back burner for Treasure Cup. Yeah, that's exactly it. I've had to focus so much on Treasure Cup.
Yeah. Step 1 practice is so important right now.
Big Mom meta. Dude, I'm really big on
he loves Nami.
But I'm way bigger on fucking Nami, yes.
I'm really hyped on Big Mom. I'm really, really hyped. I'm hyped on Nami as well, obviously. I really like the way the deck's going and how interesting it is, and I talk about it all the time how much I like it. But Big Mom though is so cool. And my only problem with that deck is Mirror. Like, it's gonna be hell.
Dude, how do I fucking...
You want to play Iceberg? Iceberg looks very promising.
Looks sweet.
It's a very promising deck. I'm a little scared of Iceberg, as in terms of... If I'm playing Iceberg, I feel like there's a lot of things that can go wrong, and I cry.
So, here's the thing about set 3 is I don't actually know... I don't know what I want to play because, like, okay, look at this card.
Everything's awesome. Everything's great.
Look at that card, right? And then except also look at this card, right? And like except also look at this card, right? And it's like oh wait a second, look at this one, bro. Like it's like I don't know. There's also set 3.
Cool.
I look at this Usopp. This Usopp is gross. Why does Blue have Rush? What y'all gonna main for set 3? Okay.
I don't know.
Our current predictions is that Anthony is either going to main Black Yellow Big Mom or Mono Yellow Big Mom.
Whoa.
Last time we talked, that's where he was at. I guess he's somewhere else now. He's going to say Katakuri because he's a fucking clown.
No, I'm not.
What are you going to say?
I only said Whoa because you said Black Yellow Big Mom.
Oh, you were on it for a while.
I was.
Are you back on Mono Yellow? Are you finally on Mono Yellow?
I'm only on Mono Yellow because I don't know how relevant
it's not Black Yellow. I'm warning you right now. It's not Black Yellow.
think I care.
There's
I like
one
your
way it's
deck.
black yellow. I've been predicting for a while that black will have card effects that will trigger when they get discarded, because otherwise I'm really
Yes.
worried about this Rob Lucci. And if we get those types of black effects, then it might be black yellow Big Mom. Until we get them, I'm gonna assume it's mono yellow Big Mom. For me,
Yes.
Tetra's right on the fucking money. Look at this leader. Look at that. That Nami Mill? What
Nami
the
Mill's
fuck?
sweet.
What is this? What is
Really
this?
sweet. We keep getting more and more cards too that are just like so sick.
Like,
Um,
I can't even imagine not like this leader is so insane.
I
It's
like that
so
leader a
insane.
lot.
You fun fact, in One Piece, if you didn't know this, for those of you that have played other card games, you lose the moment you hit 0 instead of when you would draw if you're at 0. However,
Yep.
for Nami, that just means you win the moment you hit 0 instead of when you would draw if you have 0.
It's also a very respectable, like with mill decks. I personally, speaking from experience in other card games, I hate mill decks and being milled out by my opponent. Speaking of like Dragon Ball, if you play
Yes.
Janemba,
Milling
I
your
fucking
opponents
hate
is for
Janemba.
losers.
It's
Milling
degenerate.
yourself
Oh my god,
is
milling
for
yourself,
freaking
though.
the Chads.
That's the fucking best.
When we
That
finally
is
get
so
THOB
cool.
black purple, probably. I mean, that would make sense. I wouldn't be surprised. It's on theme.
Um,
If you get to X Berry, you buy the town. Yeah, that's a fact.
I just really like.
If you're
the
into
idea
getting
of self-mill.
insulted and trash talked, I think Nami is the leader for you. Yeah, that's a fact. If you really like people saying that your mother sucks cock, like, then you should play Nami. Like,
Mm.
everyone's gonna
Wait,
hate
that-
your gods.
Have to connect to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zeph
yeah.
has to connect
I
to
think
work.
Usopp also has to connect to work.
Yes,
too,
they
right?
do.
So
However, Zeph also mills 2 on play, which is kind of silly.
Everything just kind of looks cool. It's more that also like your
Also, I
Mihawks
mean,
and your like
look
all
at-
your 2K
look at
counters.
that. You get to run the
can go-
Sogeking SR.
Yeah, that's awesome. And all your 2K counters you could potentially play could be cards that go through your deck faster in the form of Mihawk and the
Kaya.
Kaya, which gives you
Yeah.
draw 2, discard 2. Like you can really
So,
like,
oh, and
you can
by
play
the
Kaya,
way,
draw a Kaya,
and
play a Kaya, draw a
Have,
Kaya. Like
fun fact for you. You know what? I haven't talked to you about this yet, but look at this Kaya, right?
yeah,
Now think about our Sanji deck and how you can bounce this with 5-drop law. Isn't that sweet?
oh, well, that would be the point.
Deck thinning is deck winning. It's a 2K counter. I don't know.
That's not fitting.
I don't.
That's
Fuck
not
you.
good.
You know what? Fuck you.
That's the dumb thing
Where's
to
the
say.
card that
No,
checks the top
you
5
should
and
have
grabs an
said-
Usopp card? Huh?
No, what you should have said is that Kaya can draw us into our draw pieces like Be My Samurai.
That's
and
but that's
Mukta
still
Shimoki.
true. But then you can play Kaya, draw 2, discard 2, then play Law, return it to your hand. You have a 2K counter. Play Kabaji, draw 2, discard 1. Like the combos
Exactly. No. Yeah, but no, I'm with you. That card's fucking sweet in Sanji. It's just the example you used was silly. You didn't back it up with anything until I had to guide you there like Moses.
What the? All right, you know what? I'm gonna disconnect him because he's being an asshole. So, yeah. Where's the card that checks the top 5 cards and grabs an Usopp in blue, so that you can grab the 4-drop Usopp or the Sogeking? That's what I want.
Wait. Oh, I was gonna say, is that? a
I
card
hope they
reference
stop
that I missed
announcing
it?
milling through damage. I would also like some self mill that isn't through
Yeah.
strictly damage, because
I like
otherwise, like, I'm just killing my opponent, not self milling.
Yeah,
You know,
at that
but-
point, who cares? I would like the idea if these cards had mill if you hit characters as well. Then I would like.
I would also like it if Nami was easily the strongest deck
Most
in
strongest
the
deck of all time.
fucking game.
Yeah, by literal leagues. Yeah, me too. So.
Oh, did your opponent fucking rest a Bonnie, swing your Rush Usopp into it, and then mill 7?
That would be so good though.
Oh
I'd be
my-
so happy.
I hate him.
Well, you have to put 1 dot on it, and you need to connect with Usopp. So
Yeah, it's silly if I went through leader effect, but my opponent is at 1 life. Yeah. So I think a big thing with Nami is she has this secondary effect that I am never going to
mill
use.
1.
Like, I'm never going to swing with this leader. Literally not once. And let me tell you why. Because you're milling 1, but you're giving them a card in hand. I'm not going to
Well,
hit them
wait,
for
you-
damage unless I'm milling like 7.
Do you mill for 1 only if you connect with leader? Or
Yes.
Leader.
If you rotates
that's
damage
so
life through the attack
bad.
of this leader. Yeah, like, why would you ever do that?
Who
Usopp
cares?
mills 7.
If you connect with 5 of them, let me think about this. So 5 times 7, 35. You still have to go through the deck quite a bit.
Yeah, but okay, but Zeph also
You
mills
still-
on play. Sogeking is draw
Wait,
discard. Kaya is draw
You still
discard.
have but you also have 5 life leader and 5 cards in hand. That's 10 cards away, so that's 40. 5 times hit, that's 35.
That's
so
35.
only-
So you need
only
to
need
play
5
2
more left.
Kayas and 1 Zeph, and you're there.
And then you literally only swing if you're
If you're
hit your
connecting
mill
with
7.
Zeph or Usopp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just don't even bother.
Yeah, like swinging
can
with
get
Nami
behind
leader
it.
seems like ass to me.
I really just want the deck to have more self mill without it being draw discard, or just I just want like a mill 7 card that's like on play. But at
Oh
least
yeah,
decently
on
high
play
cost.
mill 7. I don't care if it's
No, but,
10
like, add-
cost. That's too good. Because then what you do is you just hold it until it wins, and then you play a 10 drop that wins the game.
I guess.
Speaking
want
of
knowledge
10
broken.
drops that win the game,
Yeah, that Big Mom, right? Like,
you get a life and your
Uh.
opponent loses a life. What?
I don't understand. Why are you making yellow so degenerate?
I'm so this is not
It's
DBS
so
or DBZ slug.
This
Dude,
is so broken.
I freaking love this Big Mom so much.
Such a good card. Everything, every single time. You know what it is? I want to main yellow because everything in yellow I get so hyped over. Like this 10 drop, the 7 drop, the Prometheus, the Zeus. Like I love Big Mom so much. She like is slowly becoming my favorite villain, and like I don't want her to be my favorite villain because that sounds crazy, incredibly dumb. But boy, I love her so much.
Why can I not filter by the color yellow here? There it
That's
is.
weird.
Save.
I mean, obviously, Buggy's my favorite character of all time. Still, he's always gonna be number 1, and he's still a villain. So,
So,
obviously,
okay,
Big
real
Mom will
talk,
beat him,
Ant.
but like,
What we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna build a Big Mom deck right now, starter deck Big Mom, and we're gonna take a look because I think it's like already there. I'm not gonna lie.
it could be. Let me look at Dev with you there, buddy. Let me see. Let's see what we can do here. Did you just put in yellow? Is that a thing we can do? All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to put in the builder. Okay, cool. So let's do Big Mom leader, right?
Yeah.
4 Katakuri, because obviously
Which Katakuri, the 4-drop?
both.
Well, I mean, how many 10-drop Big Mom? Like you're putting in a lot of stuff with no counter.
All right. Let's do the obvious.
4
Paraspero
pudding.
is- 4 pudding, 4 Paraspero. Wait, where's pudding? Which pudding?
Both. 4 of each pudding. Blocker and 2K counter. Where's the buggy leader? We need a buggy leader.
I would literally cream my pants. That new buggy is actually the reason why I'm gonna main red though. Fun fact.
I'm waiting for the event that is straight up 10 cost mill 10. Jesus God. Blue searcher
I
that
like-
searches top 3, add 1 to your hand and mill the other cards. Like the black one. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I'm probably still gonna be playing Zoro instead 3. Like not gonna lie.
Yeah, same with the 1 cost buggy.
One cost buggy. It's like now I'm playing all my favorite cards in the game all together in one deck, and I have to play anything else. Nice try. It's not happening. I can't find the 3 cost pudding.
Do you even run the 7 cost Big Mom?
Yes. It's your transition play into going after 10. Like
Isn't
for
that
a
just
while.
isn't that what Katakuri is?
Oh shit! I have no idea. I don't know. This is hard. How am I already struggling? I just can't find the other pudding. Where'd you find the other pudding? I'm
Oh
looking.
my God. Oh no, wait. Where is the other pudding?
Yeah. Oh my god. Shut up. You can't
I mean,
find it
you're
either.
still stupid, but yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
also stupid.
there's only one pudding.
Huh. Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, there's another one in existence. Just on Dab, there's only one. 4 mochi, you think? Buzzcut mochi, you think? 4?
No, I don't think so. I only had 2.
Well,
in
at
there.
least 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
at least
I'm
2,
thinking
no matter
2.
what. 2 10 drop,
4
no matter what.
Zeus.
4 Zeus, easy peasy. Lemon
I'm
squeezy,
thinking like
best card
2
in the game.
Prometheus.
Yeah, let's go 2 Prometheus. 4 stage?
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
At least 3 stage, right? I can't imagine it's
you know,
not.
honestly, 4 stage is fine because you can discard it off Paraspero, I think.
Also Power Mochi. What do you think?
Nah, fuck Power Mochi.
What? I love that card
That
though.
card sucks and you know it.
I like.
You have so many ways to organize your life, dude. You don't need Power Mochi. Your leader does it for you. Like, come on.
What's his trigger though? Yeah,
Draw
but
one
we don't
card,
have
look at the card from top of your opponent's. That
I'm
doesn't
not,
matter.
Yeah, but
The
no, but we don't
only
have any
argument for
triggers.
Power Mochi is that we don't have 2K counters. Did you say we don't have any triggers? We have a ton of triggers.
No, I said we don't have that many. Oh, Bruley at 4. Don't be stupid, me.
Yeah, Paraspero, Brule, Zeus,
Charlotte.
Prometheus, Charlotte Mondor, Buzzcut Mochi, Soul
Yeah,
Pocus,
we have
and
a lot.
Queen Mama
Never mind.
Shanter. You don't think we have enough fucking triggers?
Not enough. Not enough.
The 3 drops look
Um,
so crazy mechanically. Yeah, like this all just looks so nuts.
Snack. What do we think about Snack? What do we
So
think
I
about
mean,
him?
I don't want to run Snack, but we don't have a lot of cards. But I don't even think we need him honestly. I have 2 Sanji in here.
You're in 2 Sanji.
It's a huge beater.
Ah,
For 1 Dawn, it's a 7K. I mean,
I wish it was a good counter. Is my thing.
I agree, but it's mostly out of we don't have a ton of stuff, you know,
Oops. Hold on.
like that's why I run it.
I'm not even looking what you're doing. I'm just doing my own thing and seeing what happens.
That's fair.
I'm just trying to see what I like and not like based on pure logic. Daifuku when attacking, so you can rearrange.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Daifuku.
Yeah. Me neither.
Is it really just more Prometheus for me, honestly? Is this just it?
I have 7 more cards I can put in. Hold
Hype?
on.
Yeah, it is hype.
Let me think about
It's
this.
so fucking hype. I can't wait for set 3.
I
Okay.
just want Big Mom so much.
I have an alternate win condition, Giga. Searcher that mills whatever you don't draw into your hand. Yeah, agreed. That 10 drop is insane. The alternate art is scary. I'm not a huge fan of the alternate art, personally.
I don't like it either. It's good looking, I guess. I understand when people like it. It's just not for me. Just because
Same.
the reason I love Big Mom so much is the art. Her art style in terms of her homies is what draws me to love her so much because they're like cartoon like characters come to literal life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it's cartoon, it's anime, obviously, but that, you know what I mean? Like, the art style of the homies are like very cartoonish, and that alternate art just kind of goes against it. And
So I definitely wouldn't run this Luffy. But I would, however, run for this pudding, and so I'm gonna up this pudding to 8 to compensate for that.
What are you talking about?
I would run 4 of both puddings, so I just upped pudding to 8 to compensate. Although what I'm actually gonna do is probably like put in Nami.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Let me read the. What's the
I'll
other
put
pudding
in
do?
Charlotte Anana. It's a top 4 searcher for Big Mom Pirates or Sanji.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put 4. I'm gonna make it the 8.
I put in
now,
Charlotte
maybe.
Anana to.
In that case, I want to run
just play
Sanji at
40.
2.
Yeah,
how many
I
cards
need
am
to
I at?
cut 2 cards. I'm trying to figure out what I don't want.
I'm at 50.
What am I running that you're not?
Oh, am I running 4 Soul Focus? Whoops.
I'm running 4 Soul Focus, and that's not a fucking whoops.
I don't know how much I like
Oh,
that. Let me
whoops.
check.
Fun fact, I adore it. I accidentally just cut my lid. Let me
I
tell you
don't think
why I like
I'm
it.
not sure if you need 4.
Let me tell
though,
you
that's my
why I
thing.
like it, because you can put it in your life for 2 Dom with your leader, which is insane.
Oh yeah, true. Never
That's
mind.
why I like it.
That's fucking disgusting.
I want to test it for and see how I feel about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So I'm at 50. I'm gonna look at your list and see how close we are.
I need to cut 2 cards, so don't look at my list yet.
I'm looking at it anyways.
Fuck. What have you done?
What's that? What's that 4 next to the Katakuri?
This?
I can't see.
The other
What?
Katakuri?
No, dum. Oh, that's Big Mom. That's what it is. Okay.
You're an idiot. I
I
guess it might
couldn't
sound
see.
boring if
Honestly.
everyone has it, but I'm liking that most things are getting their Nami-like cards. Yeah, no, honestly, it's good.
Oh,
for Soul
Charlotte-
Focus, and that's not an oops. Yeah, that's a fact. That's bad.
Charlotte Gillette is actually really broken. I
She's a
forgot
blocker.
Blocker.
Is she not in your list?
She
What the
is now.
fuck are you running that I'm not? That you had a 50 card deck?
Higher ratios of stuff. Oh, do you run 7-drop Linlin?
No.
I run 2 of it.
So I don't know. It's not that I don't like 7-drop Linlin. It's just in comparison to 8-drop Katakuri and 10-drop Linlin.
Well, I'm running 3 of HR Katakuri and 3 10-drop Linlin.
I'm
so,
running 2 and 4 though, so we're at the same ratio, just split.
We
differently.
are. So what the hell am I doing differently? I'm okay. I'm 4 cards above now. So hold on. I gotta think of how I do this.
I'm 2 cards above, so you're running 2 cards that I'm not.
Do you run Prometheus?
I run Prometheus at 2.
Zeus at 4. Sanji at 2.
Yes.
4 Monte, maybe? Is that what it is?
Short for Mondor. I have 4 Mondor.
4 Prospero.
Yep.
4 Katakuri.
How many Buzzcut Mochi do you run? I only have 2 of that.
2. Yeah.
How many Sanji do you run? I only have 2 of that.
2.
Are you running Daifuku or Snack? I'm not running either of those.
No.
You said
I have
you have-
no idea. Are you running Bruley?
I'm running 4 Brule.
Yeah. What the fuck? Wait, did you put in the extra pudding? Oh, I see you did.
I
Yeah,
put in
you are.
4 Anana.
Yeah, I see it. What the hell is different? I honestly have no clue. Oh, where's your state? Oh no, there it is.
I have 4 Stage.
All right, I'm gonna read my list off. You tell me where I'm
Sure.
messing up. 4 Bruley. 4 who's God damn it.
Galette.
Can't- Yes, thank you. I can't look at their names because I'm not on the info.
I mean, I could just
Whatever.
okay.
8 pudding, as you know. 4 Zeus. 2 Prometheus. 2 Sanji. 4 Monte. Blah, blah, blah.
Mondor.
4 Prospero, 4 Katakuri, 2 Linlin 7-drop, 3
So
8-drop.
I'm not running 2 Linlin 7-drop.
I know. 3 8-drop, 3 10-drop, 2 Buzzcut Mochi.
Wait,
4
that's it,
Slowpoke.
because I'm 2 cards over. It's literally just the 7-drop.
No, but I'm 4 cards over.
Right, and if you cut the 2
Oh,
7-drop,
I
we're
see.
both 2 cards over.
Yep, I'm there.
Waiting for a Rainbow Leader to drop for the ultimate duck build? Tetra.
That's pretty cool.
I'm
I like
pinning
that.
that message.
I like that. All right, so I need to cut 4 cards. What the hell do I cut? Literally, it's so funny. Our lists are almost exactly the same. With just I run the Linlin.
I don't think you need the 7-drop. Yo, do you want to play on Untap? We could play on Untap and probably play with set 3 stuff.
I mean, if you want, I don't care.
I mean, I'm down. You guys want to watch me floor Anthony on Untap, bro? Like,
Sick. I still need to figure out what 4 cards to cut.
should I
I
build
literally have-
something else then? You're gonna fucking damn it. You're gonna play the deck I want to play. That's okay.
Suck my
I'll build,
weenie?
I'll build something else. I'll build something else.
Look at the top 1 card of your life. Oh, she's 2K counter. Yeah, don't be stupid. What 2K counters in the list besides pudding?
I'm gonna throw. There's none.
That's sadness.
We don't have any more yet. I'm gonna throw
That's
up
really
a
annoying.
poll so that the people on Twitch. Yeah, try it. I want to see gameplay. Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna throw up a poll on Twitch, so that you guys can pick, what deck I'm gonna play. What the fuck? Did I just accidentally close out of it? I did. I guess I'm straight up insane. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how I did it. Whatever. That was strange. Create a dashboard.
I need to cut 1 more card. If I can cut 1 more card, I think I got it.
Alright, manage pool.
I think I'm there. Okay, I'm liking this list.
Damn, we are really doing yellow mirrors? No, I'll do something that isn't yellow. So, what set 3 deck should I build? So, I will give you the options of Iceberg, Ace, Nami. I don't really want to play Kuro. I don't really want to play Arlong.
Doo-da, doo-da.
Set 3. Let's see. Who else is there? I don't really want to play Lucci.
Doo-da-doo-da-day.
So maybe I'll throw up some older leaders. Well, I'll do Black Yellow Big Mom as an option, and I'll do Ducks.
Make him play Black Yellow Big Mom so he knows that I'm right.
About what?
That's actually not bad in the slightest.
Except that it is, but you know, whatever.
Yep, there it is. You heard it. Make him play Black Yellow.
It is right now. Fine, make me play Black Yellow. That's fine. I'll fucking beat Anthony with it, and I'll
And
still
then I'll
say
be
that,
right.
and I'll still say the deck is bad. I'll just say that Anthony's worse.
Joke's
So-
on you, idiot. That means nothing.
All right, vote in the polls, people. Vote in the polls. People on YouTube, if you throw a vote in the comments, I will cross-reference the numbers. So, sorry that you can't physically see it, but you know, I'll still include you because I love you.
He's lying. He told me he doesn't care. He didn't say that.
Oh my fucking god!
What?
Nothing.
Is it Black Yellow? Which makes me laugh.
It's not. It's not yet. It's. You guys still have time to vote in the poll. Okay.
I'm begging you.
Oh. It's looking like Ace.
Oh, that would be really hard to beat. I think.
Yeah, right now we've got an even amount of votes for Ace and Black Yellow Big Mom. You put that in the poll, now there's the consequences. You're right, it's my own fucking fault.
You did do that.
I
to
could have
yourself.
just not. He is right. If it ends up being a tie, I'm gonna flip a coin.
What am I missing?
Wheel.
What?
Wheel. It's not. Oh my god, now Iceberg has 2 votes. Any last minute votes to swing the whole vote? No? Iceberg, Ace, and Black Yellow Big Mom all got the same number of things.
So you just need another one.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna I'm gonna spin a wheel. Alright, here we go. 1/3 shot. Don't do it. Stop! Oh my fucking god.
Is it Black
It's
Yellow? I'll
Black
laugh my
Yellow
ass off.
Big Mom.
That's so funny.
Oh,
All right, now to kick my ass, and I'm gonna prove my goddamn point.
I can't wait to lose fucking miserably.
Now he's gonna lose on purpose.
No, I'm super not. Tetra Y could have voted Ace. I'm adding my vote to Iceberg.
All right.
Did
I'm
I add?
done.
Oh, there's a YouTube vote for Ace. Ace got the most votes. There's one vote for Ace.
Anything to
Yes.
escape. Anything to
Wait,
escape.
why is it? I didn't want MTG. What the fuck? Who the fuck plays that game?
Yeah,
Idiots. That's who.
I don't like that game at all.
Nice. Starts in play.
Did you have to make a new untap profile? What the hell?
No, it's my on top profile.
Why do you like no decks on it?
I deleted them all.
Why?
Because they were like all old as hell.
Fair enough, I guess. All right, I'm gonna organize this yellow deck while I wait because it's not organizing a little bit.
Makes sense to me. Duh, I'm an idiot. There he is. Okay. Yeah, so I actually kind of like need a moment. Ezo I kind of want, Buggy I kind of want.
I also like the Big Mom song.
You like what?
The Big Mom song
What the fuck is the Big Mom song?
in the anime.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good shit.
It's awesome.
I definitely had no clue what you were talking about, though.
Cause he's stupid.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my god.
You heard it here, folks. He said it.
He
Finally
said it.
admitted
He said it.
It must be true. I'm gonna listen to some Big Mom songs while I wait.
Yo, guys, watch this. You ready? Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Do you see it? Do you see it?
What was
Nothing.
it?
Don't worry about it. It's a secret spicy tech. You can just shut up, okay? How about that?
What?
Look, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even fucking
don't.
know chat. Oh, wow. I'm really struggling with this, honestly. I'm gonna have to cut back, like, a lot of cards.
All right, so guys, when you see me get creamed and make a million misplays, just know I've never played yellow ever. I'm really excited to play it.
Hey, guys, when you see him get creamed and make a million misplays, just note that he makes excuses about it. Yeah, that's right, bitch.
That was funny. That was fucked. You make a million excuses. So stupid.
Yep. Oh, that's 50. Do I stop there? I don't know, chat.
I feel like this deck is like its top end is so good that it makes it like I'm gonna get cluttered with the top end like the entire time. Oh, it's only. Oh, interesting. So then this needs to be a 4 of. It means this needs to cut. Cut something. What did I cut here? Is it this?
So I would really like 4 of this guy.
I'm a little scared to do that.
There. I'm gonna cut this guy down to 2, which is weird to me, but I don't know how I win with this deck. I mean, I kind of do, but you know, we'll figure it out. It's a learning experience, right?
Well, doing it off the cuff, like.
I don't know. Sure. All right. I started a new game. I'm naming it Jack Webb only, please. I'm listing it as competitive, so you better bring your fucking A game.
But I'm bad. I love the Big Mom song. Goddamn. Why is it taking forever to load? Oh, because did they not go to your?
Huh?
Did the timer? I forgot.
Yeah, because of the stupid fucking untap timer. God, I love the sim.
I missed the sim.
Like, I already wish we were playing on the
Update it
fucking
quick.
sim.
Because I want to play OP3 on
Batsu,
the sim.
please.
Give us early access. Just us two. I'm okay
Literally
with
just
it.
2 of us, yeah.
Just the 2 of us. Been a while since I played on Untap. Holy hell.
Yeah, me too. Ooh, baby!
Dang it.
I'll go first, motherfucker. Yo, I think I keep. This card might actually be bait for me, but we'll
Wow,
find
that
out.
was Oh wait, is this ain't good? Actually, it's kind of good.
You ready?
Yeah, let's keep it. Fuck it.
All right. Good luck, bitch.
I don't need luck. I have the power of anime on my side.
I also have, but I'm gonna play some Whitebeard Pirates. How about I don't whiff? I like didn't count how many of the. Oh. Cool.
Ah, that's a little lame.
I forgot how fucking slow on tap was. Oh my
God, kill me,
God.
please. Batsu. God damn it.
Go to the all right, we did it. And then I'm gonna tell you to go, boss.
Sick. Oh.
Holy shit!
I forgot Dawn. Fuck.
Just copy mine, I guess.
I'm gonna have to.
What an idiot! Forgot his Dawn. Only true fucking fools forget their Dawn.
Well, I haven't done it in a million fucking years, so I haven't had to think about it. Alright, I'm gonna play my stage, activate effect.
That's so busted. It's so stupid good.
It's pretty fucking sweet. I'll put Sparrow on top of my deck.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Make sure you reveal it.
I did.
No, I mean like.
I'm not doing that. You know
Why?
it's Sparrow.
But-
Lazy. I don't care. Sparrow's there. That's all you need to know.
I requested a reveal.
Oh my god. Hey, my name is Max.
I'm gonna forget. It's supposed to be face up.
Hey Max, it's Sparrow. Don't forget.
Chat, will you help me not forget that that's Parasparrow?
I'm getting Mac, and I have no idea what's going on.
Oh my.
I hate that
fucking
this
God.
stage only works for characters that cost 3.
I'm gonna put all those on ace. I'm not fucking moving them. And then I'm gonna swing.
Max, I don't know what's going on, bro. You gotta tell me, 'cause I'm a
Swing.
fucking toddler.
I'm gonna leave this fucking game.
I'm gonna play Perospero. Just give me a minute.
Not allowed.
I gotta decide discard.
Minutes are not allowed.
I'm gonna discard Charlotte Pudding, and I don't really need her. Ah, yes, in the Dawn deck. Very nice.
I hate you so much.
Okay. He's on board, I guess, which is kind of disgusting. Yeah, that's pretty good. Are you done?
You know what's crazy is that Pudding and Perospero can both grab your stage, but yes, I am done.
You're right.
I hate your deck. I already hate this. This is already hell. This is already fucking awful. You know why, chat? Because he's about to throw another 3-drop on top of his deck.
I don't have another 3-drop. Fun
Oh,
fact.
he's trash. He's bad at this game. This is an easy win.
Pudding.
Oh, he's about to get another. He's lying, chat.
He's not yet. Hold
He's
on.
gonna get another 3-drop right now.
All right. So, which 3-drop do I get? Let me think about it.
No, no.
I think I'm gonna grab Prometheus. I think that's the best bet.
Don't you do it.
That's pretty cool. I'm liking that a lot. I'm gonna activate it. The stage.
Yeah.
This stage is broken. Holy fucking hell. Yeah, I'm gonna put that Prometheus right on top.
Sure.
Yep, that's not fair. What the heck? What do I even do? I don't even know. I could play this. So I guess I go 5 face.
I'll take that.
Oh, I pressed. Oh, what the? Oh my god, it's been too long. There we go. Dude, what is this?
No triggers.
Okay, I'll swing for 5.
I'm gonna take that one too, I think.
If you kill my Perospero, I just get cards.
He's an KO effect?
Yeah, it's I searched.
Oh, I
top
thought that
3.
was on play.
No, that would be kind of a little bit unfair. Cause you play one, then you have the chance to get another one, and activate that stage effect. No, that's a little much.
Hold on, I might have a trigger.
Oh, okay, hold on. That determines what I do. So. Can I play?
Yeah, I'm gonna
this
trigger
good?
Fire Fist and kill your Perospero. Go ahead and get your fucking cards.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. Actually, that's super helpful. Fun fucking
Good.
fact.
You're welcome.
Look at
love
top
you.
3. I love 2. Thanks, bro.
Lamau should have played Black Yellow. It's fine. I still have this game in the bag. You literally can't win from me.
Oh.
Like, I have guaranteed game.
I'm gonna grab Brule. That changed
Sure.
whatever. That changes everything. I'm gonna play another. Don't worry, make a second. Another big mama chamber.
Okay, that's fine. You're just gonna get the fucking Prometheus back to your hand.
That's okay, because then I can or I can do the thing that I want to do, because it can be top or bottom.
Oh, you're right. It can be top or bottom.
Oh wait, no, I can only grab. Yeah, I'm just grab the bottom card. Easy peasy.
Wow, that's so good.
This is
That's
the bottom
so
card.
good. Holy shit.
Yeah, and now I can put the put that little Brule right on top. There
Yeah.
you go. That's for you. And and we
Merry
pass
Christmas.
yeah, Merry Christmas to you, my guy. All right, hit me. Come on.
I'm surprised you wanted Brule on top. Oh, I guess you had no choice but Brule as opposed to Prometheus.
I can't choose. Yeah, that has to be top. Otherwise, I would have changed how I did that, but it doesn't matter. It's still fucking sweet. That felt really good. Not gonna lie.
All right, let's. 1 sec. My hand is kind of buns, believe it or not.
I do believe you. You have 8 cards in your hand. That's kind of
Should've
annoying.
Should have kept that fucking card. Damn. No, man. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do this.
I think. Actually, I'm kind of. Do I not take that? Actually, I'll counter out of that. Fun fact.
Go right ahead. I don't think I care at all.
I'm a little scared of that shit.
I'll tell you to go, honestly. That's fine.
Sick.
Let's see what you're up to here at 6 Dawn.
No reason to activate stage right now, except there totally is, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna play Soul Focus. Give me a life or you take a life.
You can have a life.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm also gonna activate.
Yeah, for the record, I'm super on 4 Soul Focus. Just throwing it back.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna use the Mama Chamber. I'm gonna grab this card anyways.
I love the art too, because it's her at Jinbei, bro. Like, oh.
I'm gonna put another Prometheus on top.
Another Prometheus? Okay.
And I'm gonna sing 6 at leader. Yeah, Soul Focus is pretty
I'm
fucking
gonna
cool.
Tama counter out.
How much Dawn am I at? 1, 2,
You're at
3,
6.
4, 5, 6. Sweet. Alright, go ahead. Oh.
Oh my god. Alright, there we go. Good god, dude. Come on. Don't dead draw. Don't dead draw. That's not cool. Alright, I'm gonna drop
Ace? No, what is that?
Ace.
It is Ace. Okay, cool.
What did you put on top of your deck? Another Prometheus?
Yeah.
I kind of want to pass. It feels bad though. Like, I don't know if I can afford to pass. No, I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh my fucking god. I don't even know what to do. Wait, what did I just do? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. This deck is gross. I'm not even doing anything.
I know, it's really fucking nuts.
Soul Focus, I guess?
You can have another life.
What am I supposed to do with that?
It's fine. I outscale.
Place up to 1 character that costs. So wait, if I don't replace it with a character that costs 3 or less, does it lose a life?
Yeah. You just burn yourself 1.
I'm gonna activate the Chanter. I don't know. I'm scared to. I'm really scared to do that.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't
how I
think I
feel
need-
about that.
I don't know. I don't know. If
Like,
I
you can
like
just
it.
sit happily at 6 life, honestly.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about it at all. I could use my leader effect, but I really don't want to. So.
I mean, I would do leader effect before Chanter, fun fact, because then if you get a 3-drop, you can use Chanter.
No, I know. I'm just saying I don't want to do either. I just
Yeah,
don't want
I
to do any
wouldn't
of
do
those
either.
things. I'm just gonna swing for. I can swing for 5 with my pudding, but you're just gonna kill the pudding, and I'm not sure I feel about that. How do I feel about this? This is weird. Why am I at 6 fucking life? I don't think it matters how I do this. Fun fucking fact. Yeah, I might as well just do it this way. I think it's just better. Or is it? It might not actually be better. It's just gonna go on leader.
So 8 on leader. 8. You don't have to move it. You can just tell me, bro. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, AK2 your lead.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, your trigger. So gross.
trigger.
I feel like I'm waiting for something terrible to happen.
Will that be all?
You're just like, oh yeah, I'm just kidding. My hand's the Christ above, and I'm just gonna kill you now. It's like,
It's slow, but it has a lot of potential. It's just that it's oh my fucking god, that's like the worst top deck.
What?
It's fine.
So I'm at 10 next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, I'll be at 10. Wow, this is so. I love Big Mom so much. This is so cool. Whitebeard.
Yeah, Whitebeard.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm gonna swing 7 at your leader.
Yeah, we take that. Let me just check it with the trigger because
Yep.
I'm lazy. I'm doing it this way.
Okay,
No
don't-
trigger.
Just don't lie to me.
I'm not.
I'll
gonna
tell
lie.
you to go.
Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Your leader is at 7 now.
Yeah.
Hmm. How do I do this is the real question. The next 3 are those. So I'm gonna activate Mama Chamber.
Okay.
Get a card from the bottom.
Oh my god.
I'll put Parasparrow at the top.
Okay.
Parasparrow, and then put him there. I did make this decision way easier.
Yeah, that stage is
1.
nuts.
It's really stupid. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big Mom.
So either you heal 1 or I take 1?
Yep.
You can heal 1.
Fuck me. I can't. Why am I at 6 always?
Don't worry, it won't last.
Okay. Like, I guess you're not wrong. I don't know. This feels pretty stupid. Let me think about this. You have Whitebeard on board. That's a thing.
No.
Not a big thing.
No, I don't.
It just doesn't. You do. It just doesn't matter. Like, you kill the thing I play. Like, I don't really care. 8K at leader.
I think I take that, fun fact.
Dude, what is your hand?
That's a lot to counter out of right now for me.
You need a 2K. The fuck do you mean?
It's a lot. It's a lot to counter out of for me.
Oh,
Right
you're
now.
you're messing with me. Your hand's amazing. I'm getting punked so bad
I'm learning things about Ace.
that it's amazing. I'm confused.
No, that's not what I said. Do you pass?
Yeah.
Not really that's amazing, no. Just that I think that there are things I would have done differently I should have done differently while building it. So I'm going to play Flame Emperor, killing the Charlotte Lindenman and giving my ace plus 8,000 or plus 3,000 power and double attack for the turn.
Which one?
My leader. It's only my leader, I believe.
Oh. Yeah. Sure.
And then I will swing 8k.
That's kind of cool.
8k double at your leader.
We take that. I'm gonna play the Charlotte.
Parasparrow.
Why was he not flipping over?
Don't know.
That's not it. Okay, so that's because I healed one.
Okay, so that's
Sorry.
just in your hand. Whoops.
Yep.
And then this is
That-
Parasparrow.
This is Parasparrow. And then I'll discard a card so you don't know. I'll discard this because I'm not using it anyways. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
No information for you.
And then I'm going to swing ace, so
I see your plan. That's smart.
7 at leader. Whoops, whatever.
If I play the Prometheus, you'll kill it first, which is a bummer, but I don't know if I care. 7 at lead?
7 at leader. See, it's a slow burn, but it's kind of effective, you know?
I'll take it, and then I think it's either Bruli or
It's Prometheus.
Prometheus. Yep.
And then I'm gonna attach 2 to Newgate.
Yep, and then swing and kill my Prometheus.
Yes.
Sick.
And now you should play a Brule.
And it should be Brule. Yep.
I want you to know I've been keeping ever so fucking close track to all of your fucking life.
I mean,
to
yeah,
plan for this turn. This is
you ha-
awesome. I love
you
it
have
so
to.
much. Wait, do you have 6 life? And he goes, yeah, dude, he's been healing. He's been at 6 life for most of the game. He just keeps healing it back because he's fucking yellow. But now he's at 2. Like, it's okay. Now the game has suddenly swung, you know? The problem is now he
Sure.
can use leader effect for soul focus, which is not fair.
What?
You can use now your leader can start to put soul focus on top of your deck.
If I had another soul focus, yeah, that'd be nice. Should have thought of that.
Oh,
But
10 drop? Cool.
No, not 10 drop.
Oh, less cool. Katakuri?
Okay.
One of those untapped for some. Okay, there we go.
Bruli on.
You're gonna put Brule
Uh,
on top? That's so funny.
It's good. I like it. I think that's what I want, right? Actually, you know what'd be better?
Ace on bottom or top.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know how much I care about Ace, fun fact. I'd rather heal one, but then the only problem is Whitebeard. That's the problem.
Yeah,
And I can't do anything about Whitebeard. At least
True.
not yet.
very true.
Let me think about this. Maybe I don't put the Brule on top. It forces you not to play another Whitebeard. So maybe I leave her there. If I put your Ace on top, you're just gonna play it next turn anyways. But then it forces you can't do both, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, let's put your Ace on bottom of your life. Ace, bottom of life,
I'm
please.
trying, dude. I'm trying really hard. How do you put it on the bottom?
I don't know. Click on the card and it'll tell you.
It would only let me send it top. All right, I think I got it. All right, it's face up, but I don't care. Oh, it went down. Okay, yeah, it's there.
Cool. I'm also gonna activate my stage. Take the bottom life because I'm curious. I'm gonna put Brule on top.
Okay, so another Brule on top. You got it.
Okay. I'm gonna swing with my Perospiro as leader for 5.
I'm going to counter out of that with a jet pistol,
That's gross. What the fuck?
which is a really funny sentence.
I could play this because then it forces. I'm gonna swing leader for 5,000 with Linlin.
I think I'm gonna take that.
Interesting.
To hand it goes.
Then I'm gonna play my Gillette. Gillette. What do you want to call her?
So you played a blocker. Okay.
And pass. Yeah, I don't know. That double hit was pretty good. Your hand's huge, so I don't think I'll ever kill you anytime soon.
All right. Here it comes. I'm gonna play Flame Emperor. Blowing
Again?
up your Gillette.
Sure.
And then I'm
Making
gonna
you
play
double strike or double
Sequake,
attack.
blowing up your Brule.
What the hell?
Whoops.
That was rude.
I didn't mean to play that other card, my bad. And then I'm gonna swing I'm gonna swing 8k double attack at your leader, but hold on, because I can counter offensively with events, so I'm gonna bring
Oh
him-
my god.
So I'm gonna bring him up to 11.
That's gross.
I've been planning this for turns, Anthony.
Oh my god. His leader can become 12. It means he kills the Brule. I mean, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna fucking counter 11. So first one, Brule. Second one,
Is fucking Prometheus.
Prometheus.
And then I'm gonna throw 2 on Whitebeard, swing 12 at leader, KO the Brule.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's game.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
God.
Viper put in so much work. I can't do anything to him.
That was nuts.
That was hilarious.
Did you like my fucking master plan?
I knew you were not even close to death. I was like, this is something coming my way.
So, okay, do you want to know what I kept complaining about? I'll reveal my hand to you.
Sure.
Look
you
at the
have
Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kept drawing Ace and Whitebeard over and over again. I was like, I would not run this 5-drop Luffy. You just don't need it. I wish that card was more events.
Man, I mean, my fucking life was stacked to hell too. It didn't mean anything.
I also
should maybe
see
my
right
Soul
now. I
Focus?
only run. I might have saved Soul Focus. I don't know. I only
Yeah,
run.
I don't know.
I also think
I
you
was
should be
greedy.
running. I'm not gonna lie. I think you should be running 4 Big Mom. I think that card is insane. 4
7
10-drop.
drop?
No, 10-drop.
Oh yeah,
7
I'm
drop
running
sucks.
2 right now. 7 drop was fine. It did a really good job early.
It did it immediately died and I got a double attack in. Like,
Okay, but that's only because I'm playing against fucking A's.
that's true. I think Flame Emperor should go to 4 because that card was insane.
That card is insane.
That was an incredibly fun game to play.
That was actually really fun. Even though I got my ass wiped, I would think that was really fun.
I mean, you kind of didn't. You were like ahead the whole game until the bitter fucking end, you know?
And my problem is that all my blockers get getting killed by fucking Newgate, and I can't get rid of it.
Not only Newgate, but then I was stacked with Seaquake too. Like,
Nah, that was a good. This was just a good game.
yeah, that's actually where I'm gonna wrap it up tonight, boss.
Oh, okay, cool. That works with me.
That was a lot of fun, though. I'm glad we got
That
to
was
finally
fun.
stream. We'll try and stream again at least one more time before Treasure Cup, guys. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining us.
hopefully.
Any
well,
last
that
minute
means
stuff to add, Ant?
Try Ducks if you haven't. Ducks is nuts.
Do try Ducks.
Set 3 is really sweet. I wish we had more yellow cards to play with, but because I don't really love how Perispero and
We need better cards to get off
yeah,
the triggers.
off the Mama Chancer, because I
Yeah.
love Mama Chancer. That card's fucking phenomenal, but I really hate having to discard to activate the triggers.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of annoying. Which means I might honestly cut down Montador or Prospero so I can put in 4 Prometheus and 4 Zeus. Like I already have 4 Zeus, but I only have 2 Prometheus. I might bump it up just so I can play things for free.
Mm.
And that's what I'm feeling right now. Because then if you have like a really cool combo I was thinking of doing is play the Prometheus off life, activate his effect, then use Charlotte Katakuri to put it back on top.
Yeah.
Like, that would've been
that's-
really
that would've been
sweet.
sweet.
But
See,
it didn't happen.
I think
so.
a big thing though is that I also wasn't swinging at you. I was like, I was playing a deck that could just wait for a kill turn.
Yeah.
But on the flip flop,
Um,
something I'm really worried about the deck you were just playing at is what do you do in a Nami? That just stalls and self mills.
I don't know. I mean, I'm hopefully we just get more cards that are better.
True. And 10-drop. I think 10-drop is the way. I really do.
I like 10 drop.
I think 10-drop will be really helpful.
10 drop's gonna be the stage is nuts. The stage is stupid.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I like 7 drop though. That card's sweet as hell.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I don't know. It just feels very unnecessary in comparison to 8-drop and 10.
I also don't know how much I like Katakuri Rush. Not that I ever had it in my hand, but I was at way higher life than you the entire game.
Yeah. I'm not sure about it either. It might be better in the Katakuri deck as opposed to in a big.
And
Mom deck.
Buzzcut Mochi is like if you have less life than your opponent, like what the hell? When's that ever gonna happen?
Well, in theory, you could be using your effects to burn yourself. Like, I think there's just a secondary way of playing the deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you burn yourself, you're not gonna
You're
trigger.
not gonna win. I know. I'm not here for it. Honestly, I liked what you were doing. I just think that you were unable to build board well enough. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, the only reason I was not able to build well enough is just because
Flame
you weren't
Emperor.
hitting me. I like Ace a lot though. Fun fucking
I
fact.
I know, dude. It's so sweet. I knew
That
I
was
love Ace.
cool. Turning your jet pistols as counter cards is like what?
Giving your leader double attack and then countering offensively, like what a DVS flashback. Like
Yeah, that was kind of nuts.
I straight up just used Furthering Destruction Chomp on you. Like
that was just cool. I think Flame Emperor is like going to be the most nutty cards of all time.
Yeah,
that
that's a
card's
fact.
so stupid.
I only had 2 of it in my list too. I have to up it to 4 because that was insane.
I only ran 3 Pocus. I should really up to 4,
should
but
up
you
to
also
4.
you can't really control you put on top until you're at 2 life. So I'm sitting there like.
But I mean, I don't know. It still just feels maybe not, but I just want my boy Lucci to get something that allows the deck to function. I think it will. Give it time. We've seen very little black. I'm hopeful.
Yeah. I don't know.
hopeful.
I'm really enjoying set 3 in concept. I think it turns set 2 is just so fast. Set 3 feels like everything's slowed down again, and I
Yeah,
really
I
that.
like it. I like it a lot so
Um,
far.
That's really sweet. I like what we have in reveals. I think there's a lot of diversity. Hopefully Zoro just doesn't run away with it ever like again, even though I know it will.
It very well
Um,
could, yeah.
The fact you now have a buggy that searches and you have Flame Emperor as a backup way to play the game for removal in your Zoro deck, like Zoro's just gonna be too stupid. I think.
I'm a big fan of Zoro right now. It's
Yeah,
definitely
Zoro's my favorite deck right now, probably.
or not Zoro,
and-
Ace. You said Zoro.
I mean,
and
I
got
also
stuck on it.
really, I
I'm on
also
Ace.
really like Ace. I
Well, you
also
can't
do
use
love
Flame
Ace a lot.
Emperor in Zoro.
Oh, you can't. Never mind. then
Flame
fine.
Emperor is exclusive to Ace.
Okay, then we're good. Then Ace is
Not
really
even
sweet, though.
Whitebeard can. It's exclusive to Ace. Thank God.
I like Ace more than Whitebeard. Fun fact.
I mean, me too. I think Ace is an utterly sweet leader.
I think
But
Ace is
anyway,
gonna be
that's
really,
where
really
we're
good.
going to wrap it up tonight, guys. You have a great rest of your night, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll be doing more soon for sure because we've
Hopefully.
been lax.
Work has been honestly just making me so tired. Is honestly the truth.
Exclusive. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.